Ladies and gentlemen, and I know that is the softest ladies and gentlemen you've ever heard, and I'm sure Emi appreciates it. But there's a reason why the ladies and gentlemen is especially soft today, and that's because today, or honestly, ever since it's happened, I've been in a stage of mourning for the great, el gran, el eterno Diego Armando Maradona. Y solo quería decir que, Diego, vos nos trajiste una felicidad gigante después de tantos años de estar triste por una guerra, y le trajiste el orgullo al pueblo argentino después de tanto tiempo y enfrente de los ingleses. Aparte de todo eso y todo lo que dicen, una frase que escuché que para mí puede encapsular mucho de lo que pasó es, Diego, no me importa lo que hiciste con tu vida, me importa lo que hiciste con la mía. Y trajiste tanta felicidad a tanta gente. Sos un maestro y bueno, sos eterno. Al barrilete cósmico. Diego, te amo. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? It's your motherfucking boy, Gamero, the Pharaoh, the poor man's Robert De Niro. It's another beautiful Sunday here at midnight in Miami studios. And we have the legend joining us back again, you know what I'm saying, to my right-hand side. You know, there's only one man with a plan. You know what I'm talking about? We're missing the Hawaiian shirts, but ladies, they'll be back next week, hopefully, or if not, the week after that, in case, we miss them, because, holidays come around, shit gets sticky, shit gets dicey, parents coming to town, people coming to visit. So you never know what's going to happen. But Emi, what's going on? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. Dolphins won 20-3.
Right now, today?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Skiddy-hoo.
Jets. Fuck the Jets. Fuck you, Jets. And I'm glad we beat you. And thank you. I will sleep better tonight because of that.
And thank you for that Thanksgiving review.
Hell yeah. Oh, and I ate a lot of shit, bro.
There you go.
I'm not a fan of turkey, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
We'll get
That's
later.
The controversial subjects.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, behind the scenes, behind the camera, you see him on the GoPro. You see him with the mic. You got a damn mic. Speak, Diego. God damn.
What they do, people.
Well, thanks
Diego
for that.
Whiteside, Miami Barber.
Yes.
Shit.
Diego
up?
Whiteside, Miami Barber. That's his favorite player of all time. Only coming second to the great Nate Robinson. Shout out. Shout out.
Hey, they doing you wrong.
Shout out. Shout out.
You shouldn't have been talking shit, though.
Shout out to that magnificent fight that he had last night. Shout out Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. I know Emi was hesitant.
He got fucking decked, though. Robinson got fucking decked.
Robinson was back.
He got slept.
It was bad. But Tyson looked fresh, man. Tyson looked 20 years old again, man. I'll tell you that right now. He looked fresh. He looked good. And there's only one man if you ever need to get right for date night. And that's Diego Miami Barber. You see the lines on deck. You're like, oh my God, how you looking so good? How you looking so fresh? And that's because of the man of the hour right there, Diego Miami Barber. Check
Diego obviously hasn't mastered self-cutting yet, but we'll get to that.
I thought you were going to say Diego obviously hasn't masturbated in 3 weeks.
That's a lie.
Well, that's a while.
No one's buying that shit.
And amen, dude. I mean, look at that beard. If you can't cut that beard, bro, you masturbating too much, and that's facts. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to my next point, my next introduction, my next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, every single episode we have a new story to tell. We have someone new that's going to come here, tell you what Miami has done for them. Tell you what Miami has not done for them. The lessons they've taught, the lessons they've learned. At Midnight in Miami, we strive to, bring you all sorts of guests, all sorts of characters, and people from all sorts of life that have encountered La Sabuesera in one way or another. You know what I'm talking about. And the next person to my left, yes, sir, to my left hand side is a man that I've known for a long time. Emmy has as well.
Long
time. I mean, we're talking middle school. I mean, I don't even know. My memory goes that far back. I think even elementary. I don't even know. But I've known this man for a while, and I've known this man. I've known this man have several physical transformations. This is like Super Saiyan 4 right now. Because, I remember him just being chubby, putting his finger in his damn belly button, and it's a whole other man.
Doing other shit too.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole other man, in front of us. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is a multifaceted man. This man's a man with multi-talent. This man's a personal trainer. He does his own bodybuilding thing. Not only that, he just dabbles in being able to live a more productive, a more healthy life with any supplements or additives that may entail. Ladies and gentlemen, to my left-hand side, we have first-time guest in our beautiful studio. Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Calvani. What's going on?
Going great, bro. Thank you for having me, bro.
Thank you for coming,
Thank you, bro.
Cheers,
yes,
bro.
sir. Cheers.
Cheers.
Joey, how's life, brother? How was Thanksgiving for you? Yes, and
great.
cheers, Diego. I feel,
Cheers.
Diego, cheers.
No, but you got water, dude.
You got water. Yeah.
It works.
Come on, it works.
That's bad luck, bro.
Joey, talk to us. How was Thanksgiving? I know you recently came back from a trip. Talk to us a little bit about that.
It was great, man. Got to see two families. So, cause my girlfriend, so we go see her family in the morning, and she'll make like this big brunch, breakfast, lunch thing, but all the good stuff: turkey, ham, stuffing, everything. It was great. And then I just went to my family side for dinner. It was good, man. Just enjoy family that day, bro. Just eat good food, talk about good memories, and just enjoy yourselves. Because nowadays with Corona and stuff,
Right.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, Thanksgiving was good, man. It was just great to hang out with everyone after a long time. Everyone stays home. Probably a lot of people saw family, after a long time. So it was just nice, man. Got to hang out.
And that's awesome. You got to see him in person. A lot of my family has been sending pictures of them like posted up with a laptop and doing like the cyber. Which is super fucking awkward, bro.
Oh, dude.
For that, just
whack.
eat by yourself, dude.
Yeah.
What are we
I'd
doing?
much prefer it.
What are we
Put a little nice little podcast
Yeah,
on.
we'll do it. We'll
That's
do it
sad,
exactly.
bro.
We'll
You're
do
just
a
gonna
Zoom
fucking
call
pop
after.
your phone and just like eat,
Dude,
bro.
it was hilarious because they're legit. They got their plates and
Yeah,
they're
I feel like I'm an
fucking
OnlyFans model.
Cheers, and I was like, come on, guys, we don't need to,
I feel like I'm about to
Take it down
ask
a little
them.
bit.
They got to pay 50 tokens for 20 more minutes. You
Yeah,
know, like
dude,
come
crazy,
on, bro.
It is crazy, man. It's a weird time we're in because usually, it's big family gatherings, especially, Hispanics. We go deep in the paint.
Oh, yeah.
And we eat until we're physically ill. But going back to what I was saying earlier, dude, not a fan of turkey.
No?
Not a fan of turkey.
You don't like the lean meat?
No, never been. I'm not really a poultry guy. Like I'll eat chicken. I fuck up fried chicken, but
It's not really Thanksgiving though.
Gang shit.
Yeah.
depends where
Depends
you're at.
where you
know?
go.
Thanks for the
Depends
input.
where you're at. You swing by Popeyes, that's your Thanksgiving dinner right there.
Speaking of, I still haven't tried their chicken sandwich.
Which is ridiculous.
Shout
by the way.
out, shout out.
Delicious.
Actually, I haven't either, bro.
Chick-fil-A's
I
is
haven't.
better.
So,
No,
you know
that's
what? We'll do that one
absolutely
day. We'll do that.
ludicrous what you just said.
I'm sorry.
And this is why we
Chick-fil-A's
need to
better.
take your microphone away
yeah.
because now you're just spewing lies.
Yeah.
What? Chick-fil-A isn't
Diego's
better
getting
than
cocky with
Popeyes? I
No,
have a Chick-fil-A.
Popeyes is thicker, more breaded. I mean,
But
better
speaking of-
pickles.
Oh, well, not a big pickle fan.
Pickles,
But
right.
speaking of food, Joey, I know that food has been kind of a revolving topic around your life for a couple years. You had a big transformation. When was that? A couple years ago? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. It was about like 5 years ago, actually, when I turned 21 years old. So I had lived out here in Doral, with you guys going to school, up until about
D-town.
2014. Oh, yeah, Doral, bro, OG. And up until
D-town?
2014.
Oh, yeah.
D-town.
What you know about that?
Bro, only OGs know about that.
Hey, respect, bro. Hey, this OG Swamp City, baby.
Yeah, bro, driving through fucking 36,
R.I.P.
45,
Hell yeah, bro.
107.
R.I.P.
We got cows in front of a damn CVS, bro. What's good?
Crazy, bro. But no, man, just moved out to like Broward area, Hallandale Beach, and with my father actually, because my mom moved up to Orlando, so it was either come with me up there or go with my dad in here in Broward. So I was like, yeah, go over here, a little change of pace. It was great, man. At the time, I was working at Starbucks, and I just transferred over to there.
You were a partner, a damn barista,
I was a partner,
baby.
bro. Yeah.
Oh,
Is that
God.
what they make you call it?
We
a
shared,
partner?
well, because they give you stock. So you are a partner.
You're a partner, and it's like the like associate, a partner. But
Bro, when
I was nearly coffee master, bro. And the fucking
Damn,
manager,
the coveted black apron, bro. Respect. Hey, I was there too.
Bro.
I don't know what any of this shit means.
But the manager fucking called me. He's like, "Look, so if you actually want to complete it, you have to stay for like a year or two." I'm like, "I don't know, bro," because I was like just borderline.
Starbucks is a cult. Like once they have you, they don't want to let you go.
Crazy, bro. And then once I moved somewhere else to a restaurant, I was like, dude, I was talking shit about servers before, thinking there's no way they can make more than me at Starbucks, while I'm on the fucking POS. They're making way more, bro.
So much more.
Way more, bro. I was in denial, bro. I was serving people going to fucking Texas at Brazil servers coming in for their coffee. I'm like, there's no way this server can be making more. Bro, I was so fucking lost, bro. I was so lost.
Bro, these high-end restaurants in South Beach, you can make, my God,
bro.
Yeah, but that shit, you got to be part of the mob.
You have to
that
be,
job. Yeah.
You ever drop a plate, like you might as well never show
and
your face again.
to get the job, you need to know somebody.
Yeah,
Like, you need to get recommended. Yeah.
So actually, that's what happened. So I was working at Starbucks there, and I met this guy named Stuart Snow White, and he was the owner of this restaurant.
I was a drug dealer.
He was super cool,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
bro. He would pull up in his BMW, and he would pick
Drug
up
dealer.
his big venti latte or something for his wife. And I'd see him park, bro, and I'd make it real quick and then pretend like, oh, he's not there. Oh, what's up? Bam. He'd be like, oh, shit, bro. I'm like, yeah, what's up, bro? I got you. And then he would always give me $10. He's like, here, bro. I'm like, bro, I can't. The fucking cameras are like, I'm gonna get fired. He's like, bro, here, look, grab my hand. I'm like, can't.
Like
I'm trying to drug deal you,
Yeah.
bro.
And then he like gave it to me. I'm like, oh, thanks, cool. But no, and then he got my number and he's like, bro, I like how you work. You're like on top of your stuff. You're young. Keep going to school. Maybe later on I'll hit you back up because I might need help at my restaurant, down the road. Time passes, bro. Like a year or two later, I go to this other restaurant called the Beach Club right on Hondo Beach. You just go down A1A. It was a cool spot. And he called me random day. He's like, Joey, bro, I need your help, bro. Have you freaking graduated yet? I'm like, yeah, I did graduate. He's like, dude, I'm ready to step back and let someone be a manager and learn everything. Are you ready to go, man? Because it's time. I'm like, I'm here, bro. I'm there.
It's like the Matrix right now.
And that all happened. And so what happened is, actually, I didn't even say what happened. When I moved to my dad's, his diet was very different than at my mom's. How my mom's, I was basically playing video games all day, playing RuneScape, League of Legends, Call of Duty, everything. I would eat all day, play all day, like literally did nothing else.
Shout out Diego.
Who, him? Well, that's him now, I guess. But
Don't be jealous.
bro,
So jealous.
bro, I mean, you can fiend, but back then I wish I knew about balance, which is something I do now. I just balance things. But back then it was no balance. It was just tipped way to the side. I was way too selfish, bro, and I would just eat takeout food, whatever, shit was at the house. And it was all bad. I had no physical activity, bro. So I was like not burning any calories. I was storing calories. I was just eating like way more than my body was burning, basically. So I was just storing fat. You're just playing there, burning zero, bro. So my whole lifestyle changed because my dad just ripped all those video games out. And I was going to school, and he's like, look, if you're going to live here, no more games, no more bullshit. Because he was.
But was there something that happened that your dad went into your room and ripped everything?
Well, he let me move in. I was doing my own thing. He was just observing me. And I was just going off that deep end again. I wasn't really being proactive about what I needed to do or, be focused. And he's like, look, Joe, if you're going to be here, you got to reevaluate everything, So that's what I kind of did. And let me see. Sorry, can you fucking?
No, you're good.
Sign language going on.
Diego has that high look, and I'm concerned because he's not even looking at the damn camera.
That's crazy.
No, but your dad was concerned. He saw you.
So basically, bro, he's old school Puerto Rican, bro, and he's like, look, you got to change right now, bro, because like he was on his way out. He had all these medical conditions over a long time. He had like outlived all of the doctors' basically thoughts about how long he can live because he had 2 open heart surgeries in his 30s, and he always he was born with 1 valve in his heart not working. I think it was his aortic valve or something. It was one of the, so basically like from the get-go he had like 3/4 of his heart working functionally, at the time. And then he knew like down the road he'd have issues, but basically that happened in his 30s, like right before I was born and then after. But he was like a miracle. Basically all the doctors said he wouldn't live long after his surgeries, and he lived like 25 plus years after that. But basically when I moved in with him, and his diet, because of his medical conditions, was very like low sodium, very lean, just plain shit, bro. No salt, no seasoning. Yeah, it was completely the opposite spectrum. And it was lean stuff, different. And then I knew that it was time to start working out, obviously. It was time to start, changing my habits from like, playing video games to going to the gym maybe. And at the time, I had a girlfriend, and she was pretty and great and skinny, and I was a little chubby, so I was getting scared that maybe I lose her, if anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
you know,
so that also
that's
motivated
how
me,
it
bro.
goes too.
But basically,
I
bro,
usually
like,
push them away before we get there, but yeah.
bro, so like right when I moved there, it just happened, and then like on my birthday, bro, I just wake up and just go to the bathroom, bro. And I turned 21, and I'm like, bro, like this isn't who I'm supposed to be. I just know it was like long hair, pudgy face. It was just, I knew I had potential, and like people always, you know, consistently said, man, it was just kind of like a letdown, you know what I'm saying? So I was just tired of, you know, being that for people. Just started changing up, bro. I just swallowed it, just, you know, worked hard, bro. I just started hitting the gym hard, you know, found a routine, changed my diet, bro. And believe it or not, that's when my dad showed me cannabis. And that's when I started smoking cannabis. I never really messed with it, you know, when I was younger. I was always told as a kid, you know, dare, you know, against drugs. You told as a kid, fifth grade.
The Dare Lion
Those dare, what was it called?
campaigns.
No, yeah, but we had like little dare dances too. You don't remember?
We all let,
Were you in
let
that
that poor
dance?
lion down.
Yeah, that lion did.
Yeah, that lion, bro. But the thing is that I remember they would bring in fucking before and after pictures of meth addicts and be like, "That's marijuana." Like,
It was
remember
just
that
bad
shit, dude.
education, bro. And I mean, like, we knew that, or at least I knew that, like, if you smoked weed or probably had it or were associated with, you know, someone doing it, that it was trouble. So it was kind of like, you know, you get in trouble if you were with it or doing it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was my, you know, like,
Yeah, 'cause they're all
ideology as a
criminals.
kid. Right.
Criminals.
So my dad, you know, sits
he's
me
like,
down.
"No, I'm being sarcastic, guys." He's like, I need to establish that I'm being sarcastic.
Smoking one whole marijuana. But so my dad's like, look, Joe. And then, I mean, when I was 17, 18, 19, I think he let me smoke and, you know, was kind of like just showing me. But that's when he's like, look, so, or maybe that's when I started smoking actually daily, on the daily, or just more frequently. And that I think really helped me with my metabolism, my body just adapting to the change. Something happened, but all these, you know, little circuits clicked and I lost like about 60 pounds in like 9 months.
Wow.
Shit.
I went
And-
from 200 pounds of blubber, like I was a bitch. Not one push-up, not one pull-up, nothing. I couldn't help myself, you, or nobody. Or my loved one or my mom, bro. So I felt like shit. I couldn't even do a push-up, bro. I was a bitch, bro. I would talk shit and be in your face, but I couldn't do anything.
Damn, 200 pounds?
200 pounds, bro. All blubber, bro.
I know, but my point is I'm 200 right now, dude. What?
But
I don't
I
know.
mean, at least you have some muscle, at least, bro. But I was nothing, bro. I was like 0% muscle
Gang
mass,
shit.
bro.
You heard it. You heard it.
You see it. You've seen it here first.
Juan will, you know, touch it up and whatever. You do that in post op. That's
for
post
sure,
op.
for sure. That's Sony. That's effects right there.
Yeah.
What do you? I guess the common misconception for people who partake in cannabis, if you will, is that they would be what you were, you know, and not what you became. What do you have to say for, you know, to people that think that, you know, you smoke weed all day, you're a couch potato, you can't find the drive or the focus to, you know, go to the gym, that basically you become a lazy piece of
Right. Well, you know what? I mean, there's always those stereotypes, you know, for a good reason too. Because everyone, I mean, every now and then, almost every first experience when you do smoke, it's probably going to be where your receptors are basically, you know, getting maxed out. And, you know, yeah, like you'll get really high.
Yeah,
But,
you giggle and you munch the fuck out.
and it might be a little overwhelming at times, you know, and you might not understand it. You know, you try to understand why these people can smoke and be in this party scene or, you know, social atmosphere and be able or, you know, here, but they're smoking. I don't know. And then when I smoke, I get anxiety, whatever. Everyone's different, honestly, when I say that. Like any substance, alcohol, cannabis, or anything, everyone's different. Everyone responds differently. So when I say, when they say, oh, you know, those potheads are just stoners, they're lazy, they're unmotivated, I find that, I mean, like very contradicting because people can be very creative on cannabis and find creativity in their own ways. But it's all about mindset at the end of the day. I mean, whether you smoked or not, maybe that person just wasn't going to go to the gym.
Yeah,
or just, you
that's
know,
what I was
being on the
gonna
fucking
say,
couch,
'cause
you know,
they're
eating chips
couch
regardless,
potatoes.
watching
Yeah,
Netflix, bro,
exactly.
on their phone, on social media, just
Yeah.
a sheep
They
just
just happen
scrolling
to be
away,
smoking
bro.
weed on top.
But then they want to, you know, criticize these people. And they might even understand what alcohol could be doing to them. Yet they want to criticize cannabis and think about all these things. They're just ignorant and just uneducated on the subject, really. They just need a better understanding of what's actually happening and why these states are legalizing medical and recreational.
Do you feel that the actual strand makes a massive difference or no?
The strains, oh yeah, definitely. That's like what Bud Light, Budweiser, Corona, Heineken, that's what those different flavors and tastes are. It's a different profile. So these growers, I mean, they don't just name it, Blue Dream, Purple Haze, Sour Kush. There's, genetics with the plant and the seeds and how they fertilize, and there's like methods that they use. But there's strains and seeds that but I mean, in the end of the day, there's indicas and sativas, and one is more of a body high, which is indica, and then there's sativa, which is more of a cerebral experience. You're more up there, you're high, you're more, you're gonna smoke, and then you'll clean your whole house. You just did this, did that, did your laundry, and did the dishes. Like, what the fuck just happened for the last hour? And then you'll smoke some indica, and then you just want to just watch Netflix on the couch and chill and get mad munchies, whatever.
Right.
It's all about how you utilize it, and it's a substance and a tool. Just like anything else, bro. It's all about mindset at the end of the day. So whether you're lazy or not, smoking weed or not, it's not about that at the end of the day. It's the approach that these people take towards attacking their life or their goals.
What do you feel when you first started working out? Did you go into it not knowing anything at all, or did you do massive amounts of research as far as what actual diet you're going to do and also what workout regimen you're going to follow? Did you consult with bodybuilders? How'd you find that perfect regimen that worked for you?
It takes time and just going in and out of the gym and learning your own thing. I mean, you can look up things. Okay, I want to walk in there and I want to do weights. I want to do cardio. You can have a plan. It just takes you going in there and just putting in the work, man, honestly. So, for example, there's probably two methods of what the goal is to fat loss or muscle gain, cut weight or, bulk up, whatever the case. Usually people are trying to lose fat, right? Burn fat. And then, cause what I tell people, that there's two bars. There's muscle mass that you don't have on your body that needs to be filled. And then there's fat on your body that needs to get reduced. So at the same time, you want to reduce your fat and then increase your muscle mass. That's all working out does. After you do 1 year or so of weight training, which is what I recommend. Cardio is great, which is just going on the treadmill, going on the Stairmaster, or the elliptical, going for a walk. That's all cardiovascular exercise. That's great too, but that doesn't burn extra calories after your workout, which is what weight training does. So for example, after you do weight training, let's say you just go in for Monday for a chest and tricep workout. That's what, people start with. Oh, I want to do chest and tris Monday, back and bis, and I'll do legs, whatever.
And B&Bs.
Something like that, right?
B&Bs.
That's not a bad start. You can do that. I recommend compound movements, and then you can do accessories. But basically, you want to see your body as a sculpture over time that you're crafting and hitting different things. And you're training, which is what I call working out. It's not just working out, it's training. Your body is trained, and you're still training, and you're in shape or not. That's how I see it. I can gauge people and just tell if they're able or capable of doing whatever physical feat, or if they even work out or not. I can just tell because I've seen it, done it, been there, done that. And you'd be surprised. There's people that don't look like they work out that are strong, and there's people that do look like they work out and they can't do anything. You know what I mean? But so for me, what I do is I do a push-pull leg split. After working out. I mean, it's been about 3-5 years now working out on and off, but I think there's definitely, beginner phase, newbie gains, intermediate, and then you become an expert or mastery of, bodybuilding or just working out, getting a workout, learning how your body works and learning how to read, listen, and then fuel your body, which is very important. Nutrition is also another big spectrum. People say, oh, nutrition's like 90%, 80%, 70%. Those ratios.
I hear that so much. I hear the abs are made in the kitchen. Is this true?
Well, you know what? And I was listening to a few of your guys, that actually came on this podcast. They said, a few different things. Some said 90-10, some said 70-30. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Rafa.
Everyone.
Rafa Martinez.
Basically, in the end of the day, and I was thinking about it, it's all based on your goals in the end. But at the very beginning, it's a straight 50-50 thing where they're both as equally important. And then as you train, the nutrition aspect gets more important. And the scale and the ratio changes. But with at least weight training, in the first year or so, anyone that starts touching weights and starts training, optimizing it, their nutrition can be kind of like meh or okay or good, and they'll still make gains. The training is what's important. And then it flips the other side. Because training you'll figure out, but the nutrition is what you have to fine tune. And that's what your macros are: fat, protein, carbs.
Have you hit a plateau?
I've hit multiple plateaus, and you always do. I'm a natural still, and you're gonna hit lots of plateaus naturally, depending on your goal.
How do you personally push through them?
You just gotta. I mean, they'll say, "Oh, progressive overload," you know, in and out, do a deload, do different things. But ultimately, you just gotta track the weights and just over time, just read your body based on responding with how you eat. You know, like you'll have higher carb days where you'll have more energy, and then you have higher fat days, higher protein. Doesn't matter, but ultimately, it does matter. Actually, I'm sorry, but the goal is what matters. You know what I'm saying? For what you want to really do. So something I never touched on is that during those 9 months where I lost 60 pounds, I did intermittent fasting, which is how I lost a lot of fat. So basically, I changed the times of when I ate. So I would go to bed like at 12 or 1, let's say, right? And I wake up at 9. So I already slept 8 hours. That's an 8-hour fast. That's if I went to bed eating freaking Bluebell like right before I went to bed, let's say, which is terrible.
So what
So that starts right when
So absolute last time you can eat is 12?
Well, I mean, that's how I was doing it. Just an example, just to show you how to, like how to look at it. So basically, the problem with people getting fat is that they're eating too many calories and they're not burning as much. So you're ingesting more than you're burning. You're not expending as much. Or maybe the foods you eat are so highly dense in calories that no matter what you do physically, it's still going to just flip over the scale. Mm-hmm. So, what was the question again?
No, basically, if you on a scale, how are you able to figure out when you're eating too much, when you're eating too little? Because you're talking about fasting, but
right. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they say that you need to eat 5 times a day or whatever the case to speed up the metabolism. Mm-hmm. If you're fasting, isn't that counterintuitive to that?
It could be, but then there's the argument where once you break through that fast, because basically we have glycogen in the muscles, and there's insulin resistance that our body gets when we don't eat really. And it's like basically when you have that first day where you don't eat all day and you get that big migraine and you're like, man, I guess I haven't ate all day, I feel like shit. That's because your freaking insulin resistance it's low. And basically with fasting though, what I was trying to go on with that was you want to create this window of time where you don't eat and do eat. So there's different methods. There's 16-8, there's 24, there's
20 not eating and 4 eating?
Right. Exactly. So the most popular is 16-8. And that's very, like easygoing, lax compared to the other ones. Because there was times where I would even have only 1 meal a day. I would literally just have 1 hour or 2 hours where I'd pig out all the calories that I would eat normally in the day, but in that time. But that's just more extreme. So then let's say it's, I wake up at, 9 a.m., 8 hours I've been fasting already, technically, right? I'll extend my fast as long as I can. I don't eat breakfast, as in a solid meal, because I'll still make café con leche in the morning with sugar and milk, Right. But something solid, I don't have, a meal
right. You're not eating eggs
until past lunch and nothing. I mean, depending on the day. But at this time when I was cutting, because I understood that basically fat on your body is energy waiting to be, released and burned. Exactly, because it's stored. So I had this like very extreme mindset where I wanted to hit it really hard. And there was days where I just eat like 1 piece of bread literally all day and drink lots of water and do all that. But that was very extreme. Oh, yeah, that was bad though. I mean, looking back now, I would definitely change things, nutritionally. But I just cut my calories and entered a caloric deficit when I was losing all that weight. That was my goal. So if you basically, let's say, they'll say eat 2,000 calories, right? Or whatever, 2,500. Let's say you eat 2,000, but you burn 2,500 because you went on the elliptical for 500 calories or whatever, Stairmaster, and you went to the gym. That 500 calorie deficit now, you're just eating away at your fat. Mm-hmm. So if you do that every day, let's say for 7 days a week, because 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. Well, kcal on the thing. So if you do that every day, you can burn 1 pound of fat in a week. So if you are very aggressive, depending on whatever ratio you get. So for me, I had no muscle and all fat. So there's also no such thing as, those fat guys just, transfer their fat to muscle and they get big. That's not a thing at all. Your muscles and the contractile fibers need to grow through resistance training. Fat doesn't just move to muscle. You have to actually contract, retract, and do that training over time. And basically, you're just breaking down muscle fibers over time, and then recovery is your food, rest, and everything else. But
what about like I guess people that have trained for for such a long amount of time, they have the muscles, but they stop training for a long time. Will those muscles inevitably go away, or will they always have remnants of what once was?
So the body is not really trying to get rid of muscle that easily at all, actually. It'll hold on to it as long as you can until your macros are just so shit, or you're just not eating calories, that your body has to eat away at the muscle. It'll always eat away at fat if it could.
So it'll eat away at fat first and then muscle.
Yes, but back to your question, those people will have muscle memory. They will come back, and arguably faster than they did originally.
Why?
Because, for example, let's say you train for a year, right? And you make newbie gains, you do all these things, and you start benching, deadlifting, and squatting, right? And, progressive overload is basically just tracking those weights over time and just seeing that over time you're just getting stronger, and you're putting up the weight while your form is good. That's the whole key. I keep losing my freaking train of thought, bro.
No, you're good.
No
Dio's
worries.
doing marathons over here.
Yeah, bro. This guy's distracting me over here.
he's throwing me off too.
Yeah.
Helmet, baby. Helmet.
It's bro, I
calm
keep
down,
thinking
dude.
I'm fucking up or something. That's why
No,
I'm like,
no,
what's
no.
going
It's
on,
him,
bro?
It's him fucking up.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry,
him.
bro. Fuck.
Don't worry about it. So they're always gonna have that muscle memory.
Right. So that guy that worked out for a year, right? So then let's say I work out for a year, I have great gains, I lose weight, whatever. And then let's say something happens and I have a falling out, right? And for 3 months I don't work out, 2-3 months, right? Those months, depending on my diet and my nutrition and my stimulus, which is the training.
Yeah.
If that guy did zip nothing and put no strain on his
playing
muscle,
COD for 3
just
months.
jacking off, playing COD, did not
Amen.
absolutely
That's
nothing.
workout right there.
Basically,
Amen, bro. Because how I go at it, bro.
Contraction
So,
and whatever the fuck you said.
then
Doing
that's you're basically worse off because at first it'll be a little more challenging because your baseline is going to be lower and lower as you let time keep going away, but the body won't get rid of the muscle that easily, bro. It takes time. It takes weeks and weeks. So for example, let's say that that you won't have stimulus, which is working out, right? Like this whole COVID thing, what happened. And I can tell you guys what happened with that and how I mitigated COVID and tried to retain muscles as much as I could. Because arguably, I think during COVID, I was at my peak physique, or at least I was just working out at the gym consistently. And then
When
COVID
it just hit, or
yeah, March, COVID, and then the gyms closed. I had shit at the house to do, but it was just different because there's certain machines that are just better at
for
targeting
specific
and
groups.
isolating and just compound movements. And at my house, I have like a fucking easy curl bar and some dumbbells, and I have a pull-up bar. I have a punching bag in the house, but the gym is if you know how to utilize it, it's gonna be really good. But so that guy that basically jacked off for a month or two, he's gonna have a hard time coming in to the gym, but he can do it. So that guy should have increased his protein to reserve muscle as much as he could have, and maybe not ate so much fat and carbs if he knew that, or at least increase calories, because you don't want to be in a deficit when you're also not training, because you will burn, because you're also gonna be not eating enough food for your body to maintain your shape, and on top of that, you're not training.
Right.
So it's a double-edged. It's not good, but bro, training is such an easy thing to incorporate, man. And I show people how easy it is to just pick up something, and for 3 times a week for an hour, you'd be surprised the difference it makes on your body and how you feel, how much more capable you are of doing things, and people just see you as a leader because you're just changing yourself and for the better. And that's something that people recognize, is that those people that are fit, are in shape, besides steroids, you have to work for it, and not everyone just, comes along and has that physique or whatever. So it just takes hard work and time, bro. And that's respectable if you do it naturally. When you do steroids, you're basically taking testosterone or some other foreign to increase your, test production and be in this stage where you're just, completely anabolic. and you're basically having higher test levels than all the other guys naturally.
Yeah, I will say it's a fast track, but I gotta give it to them. I used to have a friend of mine in high school that used to shoot up that Honduran ham jam.
Yeah.
And I mean, he had to work, that motherfucker. Sure, I mean, whatever his output, if I had the same output, he would triple, right? He would grow so much faster, but he still had to work, the motherfucker, you know. But yeah, I agree. Like when you could tell, right? When it's a natural, it's like it adds a different level to it. You can tell, all right, this motherfucker's there. He's putting in the work.
Yeah.
He's not shooting himself in the ass.
Yeah.
You know, he's putting in the work, which I never understood why.
Which
yeah, I
basically
mean,
would
with,
make that
with
decision.
steroids, it's not like you put that shit in and all of a sudden you look like Popeye. You know, you're gonna have to put in the work, but you do have a comical advantage.
Plus, the
over
recovery
everybody.
time is ridiculous too on that shit.
I mean, there's tons of studies that there's actually, group studies where they grab young guys that train naturally, got on steroids, didn't train, and then got on steroids and trained, right? There were 3 different groups. The natural group, like doing everything optimized, was making about like 5 pounds of muscle a year or something like that. The guys on no training and just
steroids.
injecting
Uh-huh.
were averaging 6-7 pounds a year with just doing nothing, just sitting there. But just everything gets developed. Your traps, especially your shoulders. That's the one thing. The traps, that's the thing that is kind of an indicator of anabolic use.
Trap
The
game,
massive
baby.
trap, the massive Hulk traps, the 3D round shoulders, depending on genetics though, because everything is genetics. Like
Just look at early UFC fights, baby. That's pivotal steroid usage.
crazy, bro. Yoked ass motherfuckers, bro.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, there's people that have asked me, like originally in my transformation, because I just got gained so fast and I got
Do
very
you get
lean.
offended? Do you get offended if people ask?
Not at all, bro. It's like a compliment because it's like, man, like you really think I'm on juice or something, and I'm actually just weighing like 150s, 160. I'm just here, bro. I'm just putting in the work, and it
Hell
kind of
yeah.
sucks that there's people that will try to discredit the work because they wouldn't want to do it. So they're just, oh, it's just probably steroids, or oh, it's just do that. Put
Yeah,
in the
it's a
work,
cop-out
bro.
for them. Yeah.
Yeah, and bro, I mean, you would know if someone's on steroids, bro. I'm not permanently hard freaking doing crazy shit. I mean,
Yeah, this dude is
I'm
definitely
like-
angry all the time.
dude, like,
So it's not a misconception.
No.
bro, I'm 5'9", weighing like 170 something. Like, okay, if I was fucking 205, 210 here, and I was lean as shit, veiny as fuck, that's probably an indicator of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, when people hop off juice, they lose all those, like, alien gains, basically, is what I call them.
Really quick.
And they
They
become, and I mean, those people still have an advantage over someone that stayed natural, let's say, because they kind of, like, broke that barrier, which is just, superhuman,
barrier,
basically.
yeah.
Superhuman. And those people do have an advantage, bro. They have this strength and this drive that's just like, it's just bullshit, bro. It's just like crazy. It's just bro. And like, that's why all these leagues are tested and everything's tested, because there really is a difference, bro. And there's still people that are on PEDs and all these sports, and they just know how to
They
time
squeak through,
these.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's an art. Yeah.
It's all,
Brock Lesnar.
dude, they have doctors telling them when to hop off this and that, and like by this test, whatever
know how to
federation,
perfectly cycle that
they're
shit.
clean,
Yeah.
this and that. But these people are on PEDs.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But dude, like I recommend being natural, staying natural as long as you can, because what happens is most guys like us will get older in their 40s and 50s. They'll probably have low T because their lifestyle.
I'm still late 20s, so
We're
just
good.
putting that
bro.
out for the ladies.
We're good
you know
for a
what I'm saying?
while,
No.
bro. We're good for a while. We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Don't
but
believe that. Don't believe that. Fake news.
Fake news.
those guys on like HRT or TRT, they get prescribed by their doctor 200, 300, 400 milligrams of test because you're making this amount. It's not natural, but let's put you in the natural range. But what ends up happening is these natural guys now go on juice, but they're on HRT, TRT, so it's just it's okay. It's not,
prescribed, yeah.
it's not a no. But in reality, that's what happens. So
Yeah, because you need to factor in for the human decay. I agree.
Bro.
'Cause
Yeah.
when they get the testosterone replacement, it's like, if you're not competing, do it, bro. When I hit my 40s, I'm going to go deep into that shit for sure. But
Yeah.
if I'm competing, all right. It's also like, let's make a league for these guys.
Yeah,
I
Rafa
mean-
was telling us they don't. They're not testing anybody at the even at the national level. They weren't testing.
Really?
You remember Rafa
Oh,
was telling
that's
us
right.
Because
That's
of COVID?
wild. No, for
bodybuilding.
fucking bodybuilding, bro.
Well, I mean, depends on what like shows you go to, because there are natural shows,
Okay.
and there are just everything goes shows.
Okay.
He was probably one
And
of
like
those-
you can
one of those,
tell,
yeah.
there's physique, And there's men's natural physique. There's like, freaking classic physique. There's like different shit, bro.
What's I guess what mostly calls your attention
For what?
as far as like if you were
The
to do a
physiques.
show? Yeah.
I mean, I've had a few people in the locker room will be like, dude, your physique's pretty good. You know, you should think about competing. It's like, nah.
That before and after, actually, you can see it on the screen right now. That beautiful before and after, and that's that chubby belly I was talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And afterwards, you see a damn ripped Spider-Man with the side abs and everything. I didn't even know you could get abs on this air. That
Obliques.
shit was insane. Yeah.
Bro, and that picture of me with the belly is me sucking it in as much as I could, bro. You have no idea, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Amen, baby.
It wasn't even doing justice, bro. Like, I was in a bad spot, bro. I was not in shape. I was this little fat kid, bro.
With the green Reagan shirt. That's beautiful.
Goddamn,
Beautiful polo
bro,
right there.
Right?
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
wait.
Y'all see-
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I was in Starbucks uniform.
Oh,
bro.
yeah?
I,
Oh,
I
that's
was in the
beautiful.
back, and I was like,
That's
fuck, I
one of
don't know
the.
what
That's
fuck I
definitely
was
one of the Instagram mini clips. You see it right now.
Bam.
That's hilarious.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, man, just bro, and after a year, so basically 9 months ago, I lose all this weight. So I go from 200 to 140, bro. And so I'm at Starbucks, and these customers are coming in. They're like, bro, are you like terminally ill? Because you're skinny. You're like I'm like, bro, I'm just like going ham. I'm like, you know,
It's AIDS,
motivated,
thank you for asking.
right?
Yeah, you get that tip jar up, baby.
Yeah, bro, I got HIV, Ebola, whatever the fuck was back
Hell
then.
yeah.
Ebola.
That swine flu, baby.
Yeah, bro, H1N1.
H1N1, hell yeah.
But
Early pandemics.
Yeah,
Early
yeah.
Pandemics.
so
That's
bro,
throwback pandemic right there.
right? And then a year goes by, I had a good transformation. Everyone, my whole family's proud of me because I finally changed and I became like a young man. And I fucking blossomed finally. I was dormant. I was being, hindered away.
He was deflowered as
I
well.
was selfish. Yeah, bro. You just gotta change your habits, bro. And that's something I was talking about earlier, that balance thing, bro. Like, I wish I understood balance more back then and understood, maybe taking 1 hour from the computer and just going outside, walking, going to the gym, whatever, doing something. Because, bro, I was so just dived into the games that my head wasn't like in my body, like physically, bro. I didn't give a shit about like this avatar, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But it
I
sounds like
cared about
you-
the game.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
bar. That's beautiful. That's a bar right there. It sounds like you kind of like left the games altogether though, or you
I
know,
still play, and I got back into it, but I do have like an outlook on it because I do think that they can hold you back. But dude, don't get me wrong, bro. I was fucking 4 years old. They gave me a fucking N64. I'm playing Ocarina of Time. I play Super Smash Bros. Bro, trust me, I love it, bro. I love Nintendo. I love all that shit. But finding balance is what the whole idea is, bro. I play Smash, bro. We Fake Trainer. I'll fuck you up, bro. Dark Pit. Come on, don't get me started, bro. I'm fucking
I'll catch you with that
Elite
little Mac, bro.
Smash.
hell yeah.
Just try it, bro, for the
So you're,
stream.
you're definitely a Nintendo fanboy, huh?
Yeah, Nintendo, Xbox, bro. I did everything, bro. But now I'm definitely PC Master Race, bro. I've been that for a while, bro. But Nintendo every now and then, bro. Why you mad, bro? Wait, I got fucking. What, are you still waiting for your
Whack.
PS5?
Yo, you're
shit
gonna,
out
yo,
here.
yo, you're gonna
Yo,
hit
that's
a,
a- that's
you're gonna
a
hit
low
a
blow.
nerve right now. You're gonna
That's a
hit a
low
nerve.
blow, bro.
That's a low blow right there.
And that's the podcast. Thank you very
Hey,
much.
we'll see you next week.
Yo, there was people camping outside of GameStops for like 2 days before.
Bro,
like the one in
of course.
the one in.
You want to know an interesting stat though? Physical presence of shopping in Black Friday went down 50% in the entire country.
I'm not
For real.
surprised.
And there
That's
was
great.
still but the lines were still fucking ridiculous. And that's down 50 to 52%.
That just
physical
shows you, bro.
purchase.
But the thing is,
Shows you
I
how
thought
crazy
there
it
was,
was,
but I
bro.
thought there were no physical.
I think a
altercations.
lot of it had to do with people thinking that, and then obviously you have some people that just didn't want to risk going out. But apparently the craziest deals are going to be on Monday for Cyber Monday
Cyber Monday, baby.
because
But-
they already
yeah.
made an estimate. They're expecting 95% of their revenue of their profits to be earned on Monday.
Bro, but with these damn fucking
Which is
bots,
wild.
it's impossible to get
Bro,
it.
yeah.
Bro, even earlier in the year when the pandemic hit, you couldn't get a Switch. You remember?
Yep.
Like, come on.
I picked up my Switch like last year or something before Christmas or something like that, or like 2 years ago. I'm not sure, bro. And then all of a sudden, all the
always
Switches were
sold
out,
out.
bro.
It's
Yeah,
always sold out.
The
for a
Switch
good
is
reason,
always
bro.
sold out.
For a good reason, bro.
It's a good,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
good
because
system.
there's nothing else to do.
It's awesome, bro. And it's like, I'm not even one of those diehards like, oh, Nintendo, fuck Sony, fuck Xbox. I love all of them, bro. But
Yeah.
the Switch is the only one
Except
that
the
literally
computer.
you can, bro. PC
Yeah.
is the shit, bro. You can
It
play
is
any
shit, I
game on
agree.
PC.
It is shit, I
You can
agree.
play anything from all these makes on PC. But the Switch, bro, you can grab it up and literally take it anywhere and play, bro, with people on a screen or right there on the go at a
that's pretty
restaurant, in an airport, like there, bro. The whole thing, just like back in the day with the Game Boys and all that shit, bro. Pokemon, it's fun, bro. It's just cool to have that other option. But in the end of the day, bro, PC gets everything you need. I mean, it just all depends on like what games you like, bro.
Yeah,
COD,
cool ones or
whatever.
Cool ones or not.
Dude, and all the cool ones are on PC.
Good games or not good games?
Yeah, exactly. Cheaters or
Guys, we got some
Nah.
console boys. Don't worry about it.
No, I am a console boy. I just don't have a good PC. Like, I mean,
Fuck
to
the master
point-
race.
Once you build a computer, it's different, bro. It's
Yeah.
different.
But to emulate PS4 games, what about PS exclusives?
I mean, you're gonna have those like next gen consoles still out, like the last gen PS4, Xbox One, whatever. But I made the jump from 360 back in the day, so and I just stayed since, bro. And I just never bought that Xbox again or a PS4, bro, because the PC got everything I did for me, and then the fucking Switch came out, and the Switch gave me different shit that the other things didn't do.
Yeah.
Which is like Smash and Zelda, all those other classics, bro. They're just
Hell yeah.
more single player, But
Yeah.
but dude, COD, I'm there, bro. Like all those games, I'm there. It's just a
Switching,
preference, bro.
switching lanes up a little bit. Another very big facet of living or finding balance. Balance is a very big theme today. But when I hear balance, all I think about is Diego looking like Kung Fu Panda. But that's just me.
There ain't no balance there.
There's no balance.
I'm athletic.
Well, that's beautiful right there.
Shouts out Poe.
Uh-huh.
Shouts out Poe from the Kung Fu Panda.
For a second, I thought you meant Edgar Allan Poe, and I was going to be impressed. But there goes
No, I'm not that
There
sophisticated.
goes
He's
that.
like, wait, what?
I was like, oh my god, what? Eloquence?
Oh, the Ravens, baby, the Ravens.
The Ravens. Shout out the Ravens. Shout out Edgar Allan Poe. But another big facet, which kind of ties into Edgar Allan Poe, of living a balanced life or a healthy life, is the mental aspect of it. Mental health. And I kind of wanted to get your input in how you felt that psychedelics or cannabis or whatever the case has helped that facet.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, there are these substances that they ban and are, like controlled, and they're illegal. And we're taught from an early age that they're bad and that, get you in trouble, get you locked up, whatever the case.
Right.
Once you start kind of getting a better understanding or maybe experimenting with some of them, you realize, wait, they were wrong. These things aren't as bad as I thought. And then what else were they lying about? And why are these things controlled? But just, bro, everything goes back into being present and aware and being in tune with your consciousness, bro, which I think people don't really think about a lot. We, go to bed, fucking sleep for 8 hours and drift off and come back to this avatar. And our brain is this transmission device that just accepts this consciousness, and we're just here, bro. And every day we just wake up and we just exist. You know what I'm saying? But the point is that people are like kind of sheeping away, just fucking scrolling away on like social media, just kind of wasting away their life. But cannabis and like psilocybin, all these other experiences could kind of open your third eye and show you that there's more to life than just this and that, and kind of get you more in tune with your spiritual, awareness on earth here and like your purpose here, and over time you might build this relationship with these substances that were different than you originally thought 10 years ago based on what the government was telling you.
What are some examples of substances that you had a preconceived notion about and ended up not being the case at all?
Crack cocaine.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, there's this huge list of drugs that they say is bad. Meth, crack, heroin, cocaine, marijuana, and there's
Marijuana cigarettes.
all this stuff. Tobacco,
Marijuana cigarettes.
Yeah, marijuana. One whole marijuana in there will kill your son. But
The devil's lettuce, baby.
Devil's
boy,
lettuce.
bro, reefer madness, bro. It's crazy. It's all propaganda, bro. It's all just shit that. It's these industries like big pharma, big tobacco, big alcohol. It's money and greed and control of basically how these substances are, like freaking readily available to us. But basically,
But you mentioned marijuana and meth in the same list. Do you feel that they're equally as dangerous?
oh no. So, I mean, in that list, there's shit that, and then, I didn't even mention LSD, psilocybin, acid. There's things in there, and then ecstasy, MDMA. There's things in this list that are good and are bad. They're all
Fucking Molly, baby.
they're all thrown
so
in this
excited.
bag. They're all fucking thrown in this bag of bad shit, and you just pulling out. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. There's good and bad to things. Like, I'm not saying I want everyone on crack. I want everyone on LSD, acid. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. But
Shout out
there's
Oregon.
Yeah, exactly. They just decriminalize all these, substances, and they also legalize psilocybin, magic mushrooms, for freaking depression, anxiety, and all this other shit, bro. And there's lots of medical properties to all these substances, and cannabis is the first beginning to understanding all these, other substances, because it's they call it the gateway drug. You know what I'm saying? It's a gateway because it's like, man, this shit's good. I thought it was bad. They're saying it's bad. It's good. Or, maybe not everyone has that experience. They might get too high and they're anxious and they whatever. And they just, never again. I don't want to have this, whatever experience again. How could they smoke like that and do this and function? It's not for everyone. Like if, people drink and they get shit-faced one night, you probably wouldn't want to do it again. But the receptors in our body with CBD, THC, everyone's different, bro. Like you. But bro, cannabis will just show you. I mean, it depends on what age you do it. I'm not saying I want fucking 12-year-olds to be smoking and getting enlightened, and no,
for sure.
Stay in school, do your shit, stay focused. When you're an adult and your brain is done growing after like 21 or something, or 18, 21, when you're just fucking older and more experienced, more rational, then you can try to experiment with these substances and see how you respond to them, bro. Some might be healthier than others. I feel like cannabis for me is more healthier than alcohol for me to ingest. Over time and again, bro, alcohol will destroy me. And for what? To get shit-faced, feel like shit the next day hungover? I mean, bro, it's all good. I love alcohol, but cannabis won't do those things.
Same.
So, yeah.
What's in your list of quote-unquote good and bad? Why don't you kind of give us the rundown of where everything would qualify?
All right, so let's do with bad first. Crack, heroin, methamphetamine.
Emmy's already getting angry, yeah.
Benzos.
Who needs teeth? Let me put it this way. Who needs teeth?
Cocaine. It's like cocaine. I never fuck with it.
We're in Miami, guys.
My dad,
we can't con cocaine.
My dad has done everything. He used to do speed. He used to do fucking Quaaludes. He told me all this shit from the 80s and 70s.
Respect, bro.
This guy was
Shout out
a
Wolf
G.
of Wall Street.
Bro.
Amen.
So-
Jordan Belfort.
Bro, this guy says, Joe, the only reason why you do coke is if you're at a party and you're fucking dead and you need to get back
You
up.
need that boost,
and
man.
you need to and that's the only fucking life left you have. I heard it. He said that's the only reason why you do that shit.
That
I
right
heard
there
you
is Pop's Corner.
I heard he could be, for real. Pop's Corner. Like,
Exactly.
no, but I heard the same thing, that if you're like unbelievably inebriated and you for some reason need to drive when you shouldn't, that you do that and you'll sober up.
Yeah, like if you just have to get up from being so down or crash or whatever the fuck you did, you're just drunk or whatever. He said but besides that, Joe, just try not to do it because it's not worth it for the feeling and for what how
a hole in your
destructive
brain.
it is. Yeah, bro, and it's just it's never the same. But bro, don't get me wrong, bumps, all this shit. Anyone can do anything they want as long as they're an adult. And they're not fucking people's lives over, being respectable, staying at home, being safe. Do whatever you want, bro. You can stick your thumb up your ass. If you like that, bro, just don't hurt anyone,
Shout
bro.
out there.
Even if you don't like it, fuck it,
And I feel like...
I agree, though. Once you're 21, I feel like it's a good age.
Are you on the same boat? Are you on the same boat of Oregon as far as...
I'm usually not on the same boat as Oregon.
Well,
I'm not in the same ocean usually.
Right. But...
Aren't they the ones that closed down their police?
I don't know.
I think they have a city in Oregon that did
I don't
that.
know, but they decriminalized all drugs. How do you feel about that?
It's good. I mean, you take power from illicit trade, so definitely it's good.
And how do you feel
Plus,
about...
you get to tax it. Another huge benefit. Because now we get to regulate it. Now you get to...
Well, they
if you're strung out,
they didn't
you get to go to the
legalize
hospital.
it. They
Yeah,
decriminalized.
right, but that means that if I'm strung out, I get to go to the hospital and seek real help.
Right, and then they
Right
charge you
now,
for
I'm
that
not scared of
shit.
calling 911.
Right.
No, I'm not even talking about the money that the hospital gets to make. I'm talking about when I'm strung out, I'm scared because, oh shit, I'm probably going to die here. But also, if I call them, I might go to jail. So you got to teeter between that, so you remove that completely. So now when you're in trouble, you're like, oh, fuck, I took some shrooms and I'm losing my fucking mind. So they'll come, they'll pick you up, they'll take you to the hospital, put you in a tank or drunk tank or something.
That could be one avenue, but that's not what their whole end game goal was for these people to just be calling in if they shroom out and they want us to take care
No,
of them.
of course
and be
not. But
a
I'm thinking
medical
about
bill.
like me, boots on the ground. Like if I was when I was in college and I was just running through any drug I could get my hands through, there were some nights where I was like, oh, I think this is the one. I think this is where
Like
we're
you
staying.
thought you were gonna die?
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. You definitely. I mean, you OD. You don't know what's going on. There's no one there to tell you how much
Well,
to take.
I mean, that's fucked because you just don't know what you're ingesting, bro. At the end of the day,
Correct.
bro, like
but that's a very normal thing for a young 20-year-old
Any
kid in
college
college.
campus.
That's what I'm saying. So now you remove the I'm gonna go to jail and the fear of ending up in a county prison and getting raped by somebody. You remove that, and then I'm gonna call the cops and be like, yo, I don't know. I thought I was buying weed. Someone laced my shit. I'm losing my fucking
It's true,
mind.
it's
Well, I
true.
think that's what happened with Demi Lovato when she overdosed on heroin because
Of course, that wasn't their point, right?
The dealer didn't want to call the cops for.
But you see,
know.
those are those little. Obviously, those are here and in between. But to me, that is a huge facet to remove the fear and that negative stigma from somebody that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing anyway, right? Because for our generation, for the generations that are currently in their 19, 20 years old, when they do that, they don't know what's going on because there's no education, right? It's the kids that are coming up that now it's a different level of education. If it's decriminalized, now we get to talk about it. Right? Meth, sure, you can do meth if you want, but it'll fuck you up. This is why it'll fuck you up.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
If you want to do coke, sure, go ahead and do it. This is where you can get it. If you have any problems, go to the hospital, whatever. But this is what could happen to you. Weed, when they do that presentation, it's not going to be like, yeah, look at what's going to happen to you.
Well, that's the thing.
That's the level of education. Because now you can't be like, oh yeah, dude, you're going to wake up in hell someday. No, because you can't do that anymore. It's decriminalized.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why Dare failed. Because, Emmy doesn't remember this, but I vividly remember this. And maybe, because different people, from the organization go to different schools or whatever. But,
yeah, because Darren DMS.
Yeah.
I just remember talking to people.
Right.
Those assemblies.
But I vividly remember them bringing out before and after pictures. And it was clearly meth addicts. Like, it was, someone that was a GQ model before, and then they don't have teeth. Fucking, you look like a Walking Dead.
No fucking
sort of
worst
thing.
transformation
Exactly.
possible.
Yeah.
Right,
and they're
right.
like, these are the effects of
Which
marijuana.
is not a weed thing.
Not
it
at
will
all.
never happen with weed.
Of course not.
Unless you smoked a blunt and got to a fist fight afterwards.
It's
like
one of those things
Something
rarely
crazy.
will happen with LSDs. One of the things that will rarely happen with shrooms. Can it happen? For sure it can happen, but it's probably not a byproduct of the drug.
Right.
You were probably on your way into the shit, and that just accelerated the
Or
process.
you already had mental health
mentally,
issues
mentally
beforehand.
you weren't there. You shouldn't have been taking it probably. I'm a very big proponent of, with those particular drugs, those hallucinogenics, the ones that really get into your head, you need to be of sound mind. You need to be in a clear space. You need to be okay with yourself. Because if not, you derail really quick.
Yeah. Like you go and do DMT right after a breakup, bro. That's not gonna work. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I've never done DMT.
Unless
but
you're
I
in the
can't
fucking
imagine.
Costa Rican jungle with a freaking guide and you're in a stream and you're naked.
Yeah,
and you have
Joey
shit
sounds like,
rubbed
bro,
off.
that's just sounds firsthand,
like,
baby.
Nah,
That
bro.
sounds like the
one day
shit,
I'm there
actually.
for DMT, bro. Like I'm there, bro.
Have you
It's
done
either
DMT? I've never done DMT.
I've never done it.
I've also never had anyone been like, yo, I sell DMT.
But look, bro.
I know.
Because I'd have bought it.
I know a guy.
Yeah. Oh,
I
cool.
mean, there's a few things now in Cali you can do, but I recommend going to South America or Central America.
Get a
and
little
in the jungle.
shaman in
It's
Peru.
a shaman
You know what I'm
guide.
saying? Shout out
ayahuasca,
Peru.
baby.
And ayahuasca, bro. That's the natural way that has been done
Yeah.
for thousands of years to enlighten
Yeah.
people and to further grow this fucking huge existence of just humanity, bro. Psychedelics has been a huge pivotal tool for humans and these apes that started foraging mushrooms. One had a trip. This guy's a leader, bro.
What's that thing called? What's that thing called?
Stoned ape theory.
Stoned ape theory.
Yeah,
There you
bro.
go. He talks about
Joey-
that shit all the time.
Yeah, bro.
But when
That
he
shit's
comes,
true. That shit's true,
I know,
bro.
but when he
I know
comes
he's a
and-
stoned ape trying to show his cards, bro.
100%, yeah.
But it's true. It's true, bro. It's a real thing.
People become efficient if you microdose on hallucinogens.
It
But
depends.
I'm
But
talking
again,
about
it depends
on
where
the
you're at,
person.
right? It depends where you're at.
Obviously, these are
It's very
strong,
important.
No.
Yeah,
Strong-minded people because there
Take half
are,
an Addy before.
because
Right.
there are people that are weak-minded that I believe that they shouldn't do any drugs just because
Yes.
of their mental stability.
Yes, but it's not only just being weak-minded. You could just be going through depressive patch. Like people that are strong. I like to think I'm very strong mentally, but I was caught off guard with this inability to go out and see people, with this inability to go to a restaurant if I wanted to go to a restaurant, travel to go see somebody if I wanted to travel to see somebody.
Did you fall under depression?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
there's
not-
small
I'm not-
moments where
I'm
you're
not-
in
I'm
the
not talking-
house
I'm not talking
in the
about-
weekend and you're like, fuck, dude, I can't do anything.
Nah,
And
but-
it's a small depressive circle that can happen. And if I'm doing acid at that, I mean, I will definitely
accentuate
have
it.
some bad trips.
But
for
here's
sure.
the thing. Coming from someone that has never done things and then someone that has, like fuck with these substances, it's a whole different outlook.
Absolutely.
And even me personally, let's say, like I started touching with these things maybe like a year or two ago. So I was already like 25, 26.
Great
And
age.
And
bro,
it was just
And-
weed before that.
yeah,
Great
just
age.
cannabis. And actually, we never draw the line of the good and bad ones still. So those
yeah, but
bad ones.
I think the
so
generic
the good
meth,
ones.
crack.
But the thing is that cocaine is a gray area, though.
Well, cocaine.
Cocaine is
itself-
not a good one because
It is a gray area.
Everyone will say it's the best shit ever, and
It is the best shit ever.
it-
But also don't abuse it because you derail really
no,
quick.
it
But
really
that's the
it makes
thing.
a hole in your brain.
But that's
It's
the thing.
awesome.
If it's a substance that doesn't kind of make you progress and just kind of inhibits you or is negative, then maybe you should reevaluate it. If you
Yes,
use it a
but that's
lot,
with everything.
because there are substances that daily you can do and still progress, still utilize, still have fun, still feel great, but you have a different mindset, different attitude, and your approach is different, and you want to achieve, bro. And yeah, bro, there'll be days where you want to just chill and do this and that, but the drugs that get skewed in the mix that are bad, that need to get re-educated on,
By far weed.
are
By
cannabis
far
for
weed.
sure,
Yeah,
which
which is
is
ridiculous that we're
THC,
still there.
CBD, psychoactive components,
Mm-hmm.
MDMA, ecstasy.
Hell yeah.
That needs to
Gang
get
shit.
re-educated because those tools could be cracking fucking
Yeah.
social anxiety, bro. A lot of people with social anxiety, they can take these things, have a Molly night, whatever, pop a Molly, go roll. I'm not, fucking
PTSD
advising,
tests, too.
bro. What I'm trying to say is that if you've never took drugs, if you've never took shrooms, if you've never popped acid, you can't really have an opinion on it until you've done it because it really is that much profound and different, bro. It really is. I came from the outlook of, oh yeah, this and that. It's bro, you have to experience it, and I shame you, bro, if you have any negative outlook towards it without trying it. Because I'm telling you, bro, it will
It's
change
not
your
what you
life.
think.
It's not what you think
So
at all.
even if it's bad for
you
you,
think
it's
that
not what you
it's
think.
not what you think at all, bro. Like,
I agree.
bro. People think that you pop some shrooms, you get deranged, you become this psycho, whatever. No, bro, it's all
No,
wrong.
that's not what I mean at
People
all
need to
either.
re-educate.
What's been your personal experience with mushrooms?
I've took mushrooms a few times. I've never really ate so much where I fucking flipped out and was tripping. I was tripping, but not where I was like fucking losing my I was tripping good though. I was tripping outside. Very good, positive feedback. Basically, these drugs aren't afraid to show you and not sugarcoat the truth about you and your existence here on earth and your consciousness and bro, all these things that you've done in your life, and it'll just show you how you need to work on yourself. It could do these things, which is kind of what enlightenment is. Bro, I'm not saying meth does this, crack, no. LSD,
I also don't know
acid,
that they don't.
potentially could, but if you're missing teeth telling me, is this
But
looking
how-
like
yeah,
that? I'm not
exactly.
gonna really believe
I'm not
it,
gonna
bro.
try. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Diego,
not gonna.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll,
Diego, that's
yeah,
fine.
you know,
I'll
I'll
let
take
you
your
figure it
word
out
for
without
it.
yourself.
I'll just take your word for it. But bro,
I don't know
Alright,
if you
bro.
guys.
so then fucking psilocybin shrooms, magic mushrooms, acid is trying to replicate that.
Acid's
LSD,
a fucking game, baby.
acid. That's the street word for it.
That's
Like taking a tab. It's,
acid is like one of my clients' brothers got caught with 3 or 4 tabs of acid, and each
Like
tablet,
tabs or
like,
sheets?
each one sheet of acid.
Oh, a little tab.
A little tab.
Okay,
tab.
I was scared for a
And
second.
I
sheet
didn't.
is
I
a
didn't
whole
know this, but each sheet of acid is a manslaughter charge.
Tab.
Wait, what?
Tab.
that's insane.
Wait,
bro.
tab or sheet?
Tab.
Like,
no, because the
tab.
sheet is
All
100
right,
tabs.
just
Yeah.
one. Just
That's
one-
why I was
one-
asking, because I
one
know
tab-
A
one
tab is a
sheets is
hit.
serious time.
And like basically LSD, what it looks like.
And I didn't know that.
people
That's
think-
insane.
That's I
Bro.
found that ridiculous because I've done acid a couple of times and it's
I've
helped
committed
me.
a lot of
It-
manslaughter.
it's
That's-
it's helped
Let's
me
cut that out.
allegedly.
yeah,
it's
there you
helped
go.
me, like get
That snippet's gonna be used
through
in court.
through points of
Yeah,
like
absolutely,
like,
through
of my
mental
life.
barriers.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just like, damn, I feel stuck. I'm stuck. You know,
Yeah.
fuck it, let me trip. I'm not saying that works for everybody. I'm just saying it personally helped.
But there was a
Yeah.
point that you were doing that shit every weekend. I remember.
Having said that, I need you to call Pancho, my attorney, because maybe some incriminating things come out.
Not every week, not every weekend, but there was a point where I was doing it frequently.
And as you all know, we don't cut anything out of Midnight in Miami.
I mean, there was a point in my life where I was running it multiple times a week for probably a few weeks. Yeah, dude. I went down the deep end.
Never tried it, but
it's fun.
But it is one of those drugs. For example, shrooms, not a fan. Not a fan. But I think I got a bad batch because they fucked my stomach up.
Did they?
So
I thought they were
during the trip, no. So I mean, they taste like ass for sure. But once it leaves your mouth, you're supposed to be fine.
Eat it with chips next time.
So I had a PB&J sandwich.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be fire. There was bananas in there. I was like, fuck yeah, PB&J with bananas and mushrooms. Let's do this shit. Amen. I threw it down. And it fucked me up.
That's probably that PB&J that fucked you up, bro.
Maybe, bro. Maybe.
I did it with Nutella.
Bro, it was horrible, dude. It was horrible because the whole trip.
Shrooms?
I'm like pulling away to this image, but then I'm like, and then these girls came through, and I was fucking fighting indigestion, and I was tripping.
Bro,
it was not. I didn't have fun with shrooms.
So I'd say that was not a good trip. That was a.
It wasn't a good trip. It wasn't a bad trip
because
either.
it's a spectrum.
Though.
It's not really
My
like it's bad or
definitely
good.
annoyed
It's
me.
just how the flow of the vibe.
I bounced a lot, which I didn't like. I did not.
I'm
like
sure that your stomach was probably not making you feel good, and it was kind of driving it towards. It was not making you comfortable, and it was making you enjoy it.
The girls were driving me towards the good part of it.
Oh yeah,
it was cool.
Acid's
awesome though.
I had a situation very similar to that of, and you see the video on the screen. You remember Ultra, the girl that was like having sex with a tree?
Oh yeah, I saw it. No, bro, she was making out with the tree.
She was making out with a tree. So I did allegedly the shrooms a while back, long time.
I mean, but you got to go deep with shrooms to be freaking hooking up.
So,
with a tree,
here's the thing. So,
I think she gets rolled. She was rolling probably.
I mean, but
I've
I'll
never
tell you this.
rolled that hard to be like, look at that fucking wall there.
I'll tell you this. I ate a lot, and I was there actually. I mean, I guess this could be considered cheating because I was there with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and now ex. And we were watching The Bling Ring. Shout out Emma Watson. Shout out Emma Watson. And towards the end, mind you, this was a regular movie. Towards the end, I'm like, this shit isn't hitting. Like it's not, you know when the moment you say this shit doesn't work is when it. So I was like, mind you, wait at like the beginning of the movie. It's like an hour and a half movie. Nothing's happening. I was like, all right, clearly they give us some fucking. Portobello or some shit. Yeah. And
still delicious.
Shout
out the dealer.
Shout out. And then the credits start rolling up, and all of a sudden it's in 3D. I was like, I don't own a 3D TV. And so I'm like trying to grab the fucking text. I can't fucking grab it. I was like, oh, okay. So that's what it's. We go to my car because we were gonna partake in cannabis. For some reason, I guess because it kind of
enhances. It makes the journey a lot more fun.
And I don't know what happened when I got out of that car. There was a tree in my neighborhood that was looking
sexy.
good. Oh my god, looking good. And I don't know if you guys ever watched what was it? Road Rules or
Let me ask you a question.
Or True Life? Listen, do you remember
masculine tree or feminine tree?
Feminine tree. Come on,
well, you never know.
No, the branches were all sensual and shit.
All the branches were pointing up.
No, the branches were very sensual, dude.
Some drug-induced homosexuality.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's exactly what it was. Hey, yo, I named that tree Svetlana. Because there was a chick from, I think it was like Road Rules or something. And yo, I was infatuated with Svetlana for a hot minute. Like, I could not care about the female next to me.
I've never gone that deep. And not to toot my own horn, I've gone really far into the acid.
Amen.
To where I'm like, that doorknob is just fucking.
Yeah. Sometimes that doorknob.
So how many tabs are we talking then?
The farthest I gone was 4 doubles. So 8 tabs.
What's a double?
They're just double hits. Like it's stronger acid.
But it's still 1 tab.
Yeah, it's still a tab.
But with 2 drops.
That's gnarly, bro.
Yeah. And I've never been like, yo, that tree over there.
I mean,
it's just been winking at me.
That's different drugs. That's different drugs. That's shrooms.
But you know what? Shrooms,
yeah, but shrooms to me was more of a body high. Acid was all in my head. Like, but I was still, obviously when I went deep into the 8, there was very few moments where I could be like, okay. This is in your head. Come back down real quick. And then you would jump off again. But taking 1 or 2 tabs, I mean, at any point in time I start losing it, I would just be like, nah, dude, this is in your head. Just focus. Get it together. We're good. Okay, continue. Because it's a journey, dude. That's 14, 16 hours if you're smoking through the whole run. I mean.
Yeah, that's the thing with LSD. It lasts a lot longer than shrooms.
You need to dedicate time to it.
Depends.
That's a whole day.
It's like a 6-8 hour trip.
And you need the recovery day after, because whoever thinks you don't,
Nah.
yeah, you do, because you were used.
I was cutting hair. After
yeah,
those
and I'm
days.
sure
It
they all look
depends,
like
bro.
shit
Yeah,
that
bro.
next day, dude. Because
took
that
LSD.
mental hangover.
Yeah,
I mean, you must not be using this too often, because that mental hangover.
Yo, honestly, I've never really. There was one time where I
Yeah, but how many
kind of-
tabs? How many tabs?
I ended up taking 5 that day.
Yeah, I don't believe you that the day after.
No.
you were like,
The day.
guys?
That's the
Do
one.
some
time-
mathematics.
That's the one time where I was
Oh,
saying.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I went
for
on.
sure.
I went on a bad trip.
yeah.
I like,
Someone that you were crying because of the moon.
dude, yeah. Yo, the moon was so beautiful.
That's the thing with
Dude, I've
shrooms
never
and
been able to pull
tabs,
off
bro.
like that.
Damn,
Bro.
you remembered that.
Like, bro, I mean, it just gives you this like understanding of nature from a whole different
Yeah.
aspect, bro, and makes you appreciate nature and just the branches and trees, bro. So like, I think it was my second or third time on shrooms, bro. I was just outside on my patio. It was a nice, beautiful day, bro, green, and on my back patio, there's all these trees and shit. Cause I had this fucking gum tree fall down from Hurricane Irma in like 2017.
Shout out to him.
It was a huge fucking tree I had, bro, and it's now like in the canal. But there's all these leaves and shit, bro. And anyways, I have couches and shit there, my bong, just chilling. Pop some shrooms with my girlfriend. We're just chilling, bro. I got the speaker there, bro. I start fucking visualizing that my life is like Scooby Doo, and I'm just so fucking grateful and lucky to be here and just experience the things I've done. And just to be who I am, it's just so fucking lucky, bro. Everyone's lucky to have
Yeah.
your life,
Yeah.
bro, and wake up and be who you are and have the opportunity to do whatever the fuck you want, bro, and like impact other people. Bro, all of our dads, and like all of our ancestors have waited for this moment, bro. And right now we're here on this platform that can impact
waited for the
people, bro,
asset,
and
baby.
do these things, bro. And drugs were due to that, bro, like 50, 60 years, bro. But the whole war on drugs has been fucked up, bro.
It was a massive failure.
Yeah.
And basically Oregon, like you were saying, what they're doing by decriminalizing it and giving the police the option to find these people that are in possession of it. That's what changed. That's breaking down the whole mold that the drugs are bad and that need to stop and change and re-educate. So someone has to start doing something. So, back in the 90s when, Cali went full legal and changed everything, dude, they had to break the mold. Someone has to do it. And then slowly all the states will legalize medical recreational.
Yeah.
And now we have almost half the country being, medical and recreational.
Over
bro.
half the country.
Yeah.
And
30 something, late 30s, I
Late
think, right?
bro, this election night, New Jersey just passed all the way, and then
Fucking
many others.
Joyzy, baby.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
bro.
Joey
we're still,
Diaz,
we're
baby.
still lacking. Like, I don't understand. Florida's got to get their shit together, dude.
Yeah, Joey, I was
Next
gonna ask
ballot, bro, 2022. They're
Dude.
gonna have probably, I think, Amendment 2, which is
We almost
need-
won last time. If
Yeah,
I'm not, 2018, if I'm not mistaken, we almost won.
we needed 60% vote, and
I
we
think we had
hit
like
59%,
yeah.
bro. All the fucking stoners that
For
that
recreational?
that didn't go, yeah,
Yeah, for,
No,
to legalize. No, to
or decriminalize.
no,
to
no, it was
decriminalize recreation.
no, it was
No,
to
they-
pass this legislation to start like accepting recreational.
So
and
not
shit,
too
and
long
to-
ago they decrim.
Oh,
they,
2016 was medical.
they didn't-
2016 medical has been on
Yeah,
since
that's the
Florida.
one. Yeah, that's
and
the
then
one. That's the one I was
2018
thinking of.
recreational failed.
Yeah,
That's why we find a damn miracle leaf every other corner now.
yeah, bro.
You know, shout
Cherry
out Miracle Leaf. We'll
Shout
get
out,
that
man.
damn sponsorship,
Damn
bro.
right. What's up?
You know, what's good.
That's
what's
another
good.
monopoly, though.
Come on.
Although
medical.
I'm not big on the C. I'm big on the CBD. That's all we smoke. What are your 2 cents on the medical / recreational scene? Do you think it's somewhat counterintuitive because clearly not everybody that goes to a medical place needs a medical requirement? Everybody has glaucoma, et cetera,
Right.
et cetera. Do you think it's just kind of like a thin veil for when the inevitably the time comes that everything is legalized as far as recreational use as well? Or what are your 2 cents on that?
Honestly, if people don't know, the plant can't fucking distinguish like, medical or recreational. It makes the buds and it's, harvested. The freaking producers and these, growers basically label it medical recreational. In the end of the day, the plant is the same what it does in the end of the day, to these patients or people. It's just a loophole, this whole medical card, to, freaking bring cannabis, like into being sold again and tax and everything. So this whole medical loophole was a way for the industry to break into the market. Oh, it's medical, this and that, and then start, yeah, exactly, for these people that don't understand cannabis to start understanding, So then they're not surprised when shit's fucking fully legal in 5 years. Or like, what the hell happened? I thought it was all wrong. I thought it was all fake. I thought it was all this jail time, all this stuff. What's going on then? So it's the biggest hypocrisy, bro. Mm-hmm. It's like gonna be the biggest fucking joke, bro, later on in the future. Like, man, like they were just inhibiting. Bro, it's so stupid, bro. And then they have other substances legal, tobacco,
cannabis
alcohol,
prohibition, right?
All this. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but you could tell that they have to do it, like break it into medical and recreational, so that you allow time for the hardliners that believe that it's bad for them and bad for society and bad for everybody. It gives them that buffer of time to get used to it existing.
Definitely.
Yeah, like I've come to that realization. They're not separating it for anything else other than to allow those people that are really stuck on the fucking weed is bad for you, giving them those few years to be like, oh, okay, weed's everywhere now.
Exactly.
Oh, it's not recreational already? Oh, I didn't know that.
Exactly. And I mean, bro, I just went to Colorado recently to go visit my cousin, and they have full recreational, full legal.
It's freaking amazing.
I think Shrooms there too, right?
I'm not sure.
Shrooms? I think Denver is Shrooms.
I went to Denver. I'm not quite sure about that.
Yeah.
Honestly, if
Shrooms is legal in
bro,
Denver.
I think they were the first place in the U.S. to have legal shrooms.
Huh. If I knew that, I would have partook.
Yeah,
but,
right. It's way too cold to be doing shrooms, bro. I need to be indoors with a fucking heater.
Bro, it was cold, bro. I went from Miami fucking 85 to fucking 9 degrees, bro. In 24 hours, it was the first snowfall of Denver. It was
I remember seeing his videos when they're hanging out on their little balcony with white everywhere. I was like, nah,
bro.
I'd be the dude, the camera inside the glass, filming them.
At that moment, bro, I had
looking
a
for
joint.
another type of white, bro. He fucked
Bro,
up.
I had hot cocoa and a joint, and I was on the balcony with snow. I'm like, this is amazing, bro. Way better than Miami. But for that moment, because both have their pros and cons, But basically, bro, in those dispensaries, bro, there's tons of little green plus signs all over Denver and Colorado, because those are those weed spots. Mm-hmm. And you just have to have a license over 21, bro. So I walked in.
You don't even need to have a Colorado license.
No, I had a Florida license, 21. Bro.
Okay.
So actually, what you do is
I showed my passport.
That's awesome.
So my cousin and her boyfriend told me about this company called Live Well, which is basically the Walmart of like those fucking dispensaries, and they're like really good bud for like a fair price,
cheap.
Decent price, bro. I fucking placed an online order for a whole OZ for $140, bro. I was like, damn, man, it's not bad for a whole Z. It was like 15%. It was good, bro. It was like Durban Kush or some shit. It was pretty good, bro, and it was lit.
Durban Kush.
Colorado was lit, bro. They got fire bud. It's cheap, and like it's nice to know that you can just drive around. Like, I mean, not blasted high, but just have some there in possession, and you're not gonna get worried about going to jail, bro.
I've got an ounce in a fucking car. Pull over as a stop sign.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And like the feeling was like, man, it's just like freedom, like. I don't have to worry about being alienated or whatever, bro. And there's people now driving with open beer container, but no one's giving batting an eye for that.
Shout out to South.
Cheers.
But all these fucking weed smokers, bro, it's crazy. And I mean, but though, dude, Denver, it's like zombies, bro. Everyone's so high, bro. They're just, bro. I went to Whole Foods or some shit. Everyone's just walking through the aisles. They're all just doing their shit. No one's really saying much. It's kind of like Miami, but just no one says anything.
So not at all like
Miami. It was kind of like just
because Miami is loud.
Yeah, Miami's loud and they're all assholes.
Bro.
But it was like quiet and but like no one fucked with anyone. But it was just like it was kind of weird. It was like eerie. But super cool place, bro. Denver, Colorado. I recommend the Rocky Mountains, bro. The scenery is amazing. Yeah. And having these things, shrooms, LSD, going out and experiencing these things. It just gives you a reality check, bro. It's like, bro, life isn't all about just the phones and this and stupid things, bro. Going out, experiencing new feelings, tasting foods, bro, and like having close people around you that, have the same, bro, just enjoy your life. That's all what life's about. And what these drugs teach you is that you have one moment here to exist. Fucking do everything you can to like do anything possible, bro. Expand, try this, go here, do that, bro. Like feel all these different feelings, bro. Like not everyone has had the like blessing of a life that we had where we're free, we have food, we have roofs, we have all this shit, bro. Water, bro, go back fucking 2,000 years, bro. There was nothing, bro. Like we had nothing, and like times were harder. It was slavery, all this shit. Point is, bro, people need to suck it up and just be more appreciative and grateful of what they have, bro. And like just fucking stop being assholes to other people and start, doing good, bro. And that's what these things teach you, bro. And the people that aren't taking the drugs, that think bad about those people, are the problem. Those are the people that have the bad outlook.
Those are the people that make the laws.
Those need it the most.
Yeah.
They take one psilocybin experience, bro. And I've read like a ton of veterans that come back with PTSD.
There's a lot of those tests.
Like they come back to being fucking civilian life, whatever, and it's just very hard for them, bro. And they have this one psilocybin experience with their doctor. It breaks them free, bro, from all this anxiety, all this shit, and they get to finally find like, happiness in like whatever they want, in their life, find motivation. That's something that we should be paying attention to. Not fucking trying to lock up these people for having a dub or 2 grams of a little fucking leaf flower in their pocket, bro. Come on, man. Go and like hunt for real criminals and people doing shit, not just. But I mean, things have changed, and I feel like in the last 5 years, I've seen less people pulled over, right? Like on the roads. I feel like it's not really a big deal anymore.
We're taking steps in the right direction. It's just taking fucking forever.
Yeah, and I feel like police now are more understanding. Like I got stopped back in I don't know, a few years ago in like Doral, actually, right here on 58th. I was coming home.
Well, in
from
Doral,
my
they're still
friends.
fucking crazy down here. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm driving in my Civic, and it's like on 58th, there's all these potholes, and no lights. So I'm kind of like on the middle of the road, but there was no one there. I was just avoiding the potholes, right? And this car comes up to me, bro, and it's not a cop car. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it's like some American tourist. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And he comes, rides my ass hard, and then backs out. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Because my car's kind of loud. And then, but I'm like, fuck, I have bud in here, like one of the first times that I had bud on me, because I'm trying to be smart about it. Obviously, it's illegal. I'm not going to be stupid and have all this shit on me. You got to, partake in your home safely. Adults, come on, be smart. But the point is that I had some bud. Then the car comes up to me, the lights go on. I'm like, fuck, bro, damn. Like, what, what now? So I go there. I'm like, okay, I wasn't speeding, whatever. And I had my shit in some bag there. It was like a little case, and I was kind of shuffling, and the cop came fast to the light. He's like, hey, what's going on here, I'm like, hey, what's up, officer? What's going on? He's like, yeah, so, so what's going on? You're fucking swerving everywhere? Like,
I'm fucked up,
do you have
bro.
anything
What's
illegal
good?
in the car? And I was like, yes, sir. I guess. Yes, sir. And I thought about it. I'm like, yes, sir. And he's like, so what do you got? I'm like, I got cannabis. And he's like, I'm like, I got cannabis. He's like, oh, marijuana. I'm like, marijuana, get some marijuana. I'm like, yes, sir. He's like, I don't got a problem with marijuana. And he's like, how much you got? I'm like, I don't know.
Like he wants to buy some.
I got weight, bro.
But, and this guy comes up to me, by the way, he's not a cop. He's like some detective dude. He's like a
not a
detective.
cop?
He's a police
he's a
officer,
cop, but
but
he's not a transit
Yeah, he's
officer.
not like on duty police officer. He's like some
Is he
detective.
wearing a
dude.
uniform?
He had a badge or anything, but it wasn't like in the getup
Fuck
of
out
a
of here with
police.
this Party City ass.
I don't know what the fuck. I'm like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, he's like, so how much you got? I'm like, probably like a gram or 2 or 3. I don't know what's there.
A gram or 2 or 20.
So, I don't know exactly what it is, but I might have it there. I think I have it. And he's like, oh, that's cool. I don't mind a little bit. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm like, fuck, all right. And he's like, look, here's what we're gonna do. If you were being honest and you only have 2 or 3 or whatever, and you let me search and that's it, you're good to go. You're gonna be free. I'm like, yes sir, I'll do that. But he's like, but look, if you're lying and you have more than what you said, you're gonna be in trouble. I'm like, bro, don't fucking spike me here.
Bro, what the fuck?
Don't throw in like a
3.2.
quarter. Yeah. So I'm like, no, don't worry. And I had a clean record. He's like, all right, get out, And I was telling him, like, sir, like, I'm a good person. It's just,
It's always the same
circumstance,
spiel.
blah, blah, blah. He's like, look, like, yeah, kid, I get it,
I get it, kid.
if you were being honest, you're going to be all right. So this is the test. I'm going to have my, buddy come. We have a dog, whatever,
Oh
sniff
my
his shit.
gosh.
So my Civic is like modded. I have a 98 Civic. So it's like the classic scene, bro. The Civic there. It's like, fucking, I'm a drug dealer. I guess they fucking,
course.
Labeled me. I'm just trying to go home and shit.
Were you sitting on the sidewalk?
Yeah. And so then basically I'm there with the guy. And he's like, look, don't worry. Like I said, like I know that, this is a big deal. But if you're being honest, you're going to be all right. Once his friend got there, bro, he changed the whole vibe, bro. He's like, hey, you get over there. What the hell you doing over there? Put your hands behind your back. Go on this. I'm like, bro, oh my God, shit got real. No, he's like, put your hands behind your back before I put the
Bro,
cup.
that good cop, bad cop
Yeah,
bullshit.
bro. And it completely changed the vibe. I'm like, oh shit, now I'm fucked. And then like, so I'm there, I'm looking, I'm like on the sidewalk. I'm like, bro, I see my Civic. I see like, and then all these cop cars come. It's like the sergeant of the fucking Doral, all this shit come.
Doral,
bro.
they find a dime bag, they call SWAT, bro. I'm telling you.
So then I'm looking, I'm like, bro, I'm fucked, bro. Everything's here. I'm like, damn, is this like, you know, how it goes out? Like for fucking 2 grams or whatever?
That's what Emmy thought. He thought he was gonna die.
Bro, so then they come back and then I see them looking for a shit, bro. And they can't find the weed, bro. They're looking at all these bags and shit, whatever. And then they're like,
oh, I didn't have it on me.
and then, oh, chill, bro, you gotta check this out. So then, and then the fucking asshole guy comes up to me. He's like, so, you know, what are you doing in Doral with the weed? Are you selling it? Did you buy any from here? Like, what's going on? Is it like, you know, related to Doral? I'm like, not at all. I live in
Driving through,
Allendale.
bro.
Doral, Daryl was
I
real
live-
quick to snitch on his dealer, bro.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
That hurts. You were there.
Oh shit.
You were there.
I was there.
But and then they're like, all right, goes, you know, he fucking goes back. I'm still waiting. They're looking, bro, and they look in the bag where the bud's there, but they just skim through it. They just look in there. I think
That's
I
how
had
little
like,
it is.
bro, I had like a
For
fucking Wii and like cables in a bag. I was playing with a friend with Smash, and I just threw the little container in there. He looks and he goes by, bro. But I had this fucking stinky gym bag in there too. So I think they were thinking that the danky stink was from the bud somewhere.
Damn, your ball
But
sack
it
saved
was
your
like-
life if you think about
Bro,
it.
it was my gym bag smelling like shit with like a towel in there, bro. So the cops go in there, bro. They're like, oh, I saw them. I'm like, bro, you're wasting your time. But fucking
rancid,
bro,
baby.
like don't do it, but fuck it, it's not there. But and then he comes back. He's like, so where is it? Like, you know, where, you know, like I'm
Fuck
like,
you,
"It's
you
in-"
find it.
I'm like, bro, it's in the brown bag. I'm like telling him where it is. I'm like, bro, it's in the brown bag right there in a little container. It's like a little medicine container, multi-cart thing. It was like my fucking dad's meds and shit. Bro, he finds it. He finally goes there and it puts it on the car, right? And then they're all there circling and then they open it. And then they look, they're like, oh yeah, it's like some shake, whatever. And he sniffs it, bro. He's like, whoa. He was like,
She's loud.
He was like, oh shit. And then he puts it back and then they're all there, they're talking. And then he goes on to me, he's like, all right, buddy, good to go. I'm like, that's it? He's like, yeah,
You know what
man.
it was? They probably got word that there was weight being moved, and
For
they were
sure.
like, "This guy's
Yeah.
got a loud ass car.
Yeah.
This little Cubanito
Little
guy.
Ricer Civic,
No,
of
but,
course.
but in Doral, they will call 20 cars for one dime bag. Like,
Crazy.
that's
That's
So
that's
wild.
the
And it
norm.
wasn't even
no,
a
but the fact
bag,
that they
bro.
let him go is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. They probably got word that there was weight.
I assume they kept your grinder and stuff.
So then check it out. So, I mean, I just had like a little container. It wasn't even a bag of like, you know, selling or nothing. It was just my personal use, you know, whatever. Bro, so he's like, all right, buddy, good to go. And I'm like, thank you, officer. Appreciate it. And he's like, what got you out of here was that you were honest. You know, like you could have lied and probably got away with it or not. But the point of you being honest is that, you know, you were straight up. And because of that, you know, we'll let you go. And you're clean, just, you know, be smart about things, this and that, whatever. But because I was honest, basically, like, that's what got me out of it. And so that taught me, bro, sometimes you just got to be honest, bro. And that's the last person you want to be honest to. The
Yeah, I
cop.
always
At
lie
the end
to
of the
them,
day.
you know?
Yeah, I mean, obviously
I
depends on
always
what the hell's going
I've got a
on.
lot
Yeah,
more
it's
stories
just
where I'm
something
like,
that-
no,
Yeah,
officer.
It depends, obviously.
No,
Yeah,
officer.
Of course. But I mean,
Unless
you
you're Daryl,
gotta,
of course.
bro. I mean, you gotta just.
Nah, man.
No, it's a case by case. It is a case by case, though.
You know, you gotta
Daryl,
look at
Daryl-
it from the moment and see what you're working with, bro.
Theo's the Doral Tekashi 6ix9ine, bro. Like, come on, bro. Fuck out of here, bro.
Actually,
Like,
makes
honestly,
sense.
bro.
Both of you guys have whack ass hair. Makes sense.
Wow, that's hurtful.
That's Dale Miami Barber,
I've never
baby.
snitched on anybody.
that-
Nah, I don't believe
Check-
you snitched on anyone, dude.
I thought Diego had a grill there too with a rainbow, bro. I
Oh,
see it.
he was talking. He wants to get a gold
He's
cap
talk-
or some
yeah.
shit. Come on,
Nah, I've never been like, yeah, officer, you know, I've got illegalities in the car.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
no.
It
It's as
depends,
soon as
bro.
the lights go off,
Yeah.
window goes down.
It depends, bro.
Nah,
But now they all got cameras in the
Nah,
dash.
I don't give a fuck.
nah, yo,
When we drive
It
and we
depends,
drive and we
bro.
drive, and I'll drive 3 miles to the next gas station and I'll pull over and they'll be like, why the fuck didn't you pull over? Officer, there was no lights on the road. I figured this was more safe for you in case a pedestrian came by, would hit you, you know. They always look at me like you're a little
Yeah.
cunt, but thank you, I guess. I don't know.
But they're also watching if you snatch shit outside, but they're not
Fuck
stupid,
them,
bro.
dude. Hey, they're
But
not
bro,
stupid.
Obviously,
they're not
if you
stupid.
have,
I support blue lives,
bro,
but-
like, yeah, obviously, if you have a fucking 8-ball of coke, you have meth and crack
Yeah,
and mollies, you better start fucking shuffling that shit out,
dude,
bro. Because
or-
10 a.m., yeah, officer,
I'm also sitting there,
that ain't gonna
you
do
know,
shit.
with the
Or you
tall
down that
boy.
shit and you're
I'm
gonna
sitting
have
there with a tall boy, like, where's the straw?
You down that shit, you're gonna have the trip of your lifetime at the fucking at the police station.
No,
bro.
I'm
I'll
just
tell you
joking.
that.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. That only happened once.
Yeah, all depends, bro. What you do and like what you have, and if you think that you can finesse out of it, but just ultimately being honest gets you farther down the road more than you think, bro. And these cops are just people at the end of the day. Yeah, they're pigs, this and that. Trust me, bro. I know. The point is that they don't want to be seen as this thing, But bro, and
I
then
didn't say that, officer. It was these two criminals.
it's crazy. I love officers. Support the blue flag.
Who doesn't like bacon?
officers?
Yeah, no, I remember because every time we got pulled over, we're just like, no, officer, got nothing on us. Get out, do the drunk test. All right, officer, I've got terrible balance. So how about we do the breathalyzer? You just sit there for a little while, and they keep asking to check your car. Now without a warrant, now without a warrant, now without a warrant. Then they get bored and they're like, oh, whatever. Get the
But
fuck
here's
outta
what they
here.
do now. They just,
Well,
bring
not-
a
it's
dog.
never happened in
and
Miami.
then the dog will circle the car and then indicate that
It's never
there's a
happened in
flag.
Miami.
And the dog won't do shit. He'll just circle around. Oh, yeah, he just told me that there's something. Now we're going to check. That's
Well,
sometimes,
sometimes
how
they
it
don't
is,
even-
bro. You'd be
That's never happened
surprised.
to me in
Sometimes they don't
Florida.
even. But
They
sometimes
go
they
with
don't
that in
even.
Texas.
Sometimes they don't even call the fucking dog. If they have a was it reasonable?
Yeah.
What's that? What's the official term?
Suspicion. No.
No, Diego.
Reasonable doubt.
That's in the
No,
court
they,
of law.
yeah.
No, but whatever. Basically, if they have reason to believe,
If they
that-
smell it or they whatever, one of those things.
Mind
yeah.
you can
I know
have,
what you're saying.
You can put a fucking black ice air freshener on the fucking
Yeah, but you
rear
get that
view
shit
mirror,
dropped.
and they'll still be like, it smells like weed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
but you can get that shit dropped because that's hearsay at that point. There's no tangible
right. But
evidence.
if they actually search your car and find the weed,
Yeah, but if it's an illegal search, you're clean.
So, but here's the thing, bro.
You get
can
out of it.
always-
I've gotten out of so many of those things. It's easy.
I mean, bro. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, you can play out all of these circumstances like that could happen,
It is scary,
and how
bro.
you could try to finesse it, bro. But one turn that goes wrong, and it's
It's over.
legal with the cop
It's
there,
over.
bro. It's real.
It's over,
People make
yeah.
mistakes, bro, and like on that make it or
yeah,
break it
because you're
moment,
nervous, bro.
And
You're
you
nervous.
can fuck up your life in one moment. One mistake, one stupid ass mistake, bro, can change everything, bro. And
Yeah.
it's just one of those things, bro. You just gotta be smart about.
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, every week, if you are avid listeners or watchers, every week we have two beautiful segments. You're gonna cue me, Diego? There you go. One of which is the movie review of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, and every week we bring forth some sort of media for you, some sort of entertainment, whether that be a film, a show, an anime, whatever that may be. And lately we've been trying to, find out or, discover a little bit about our guests. So, Joey, why don't you tell us, I guess, a film, a show, some sort of, entertainment that has inspired you, maybe has made you think, made you watch out with that cable deal because you're about to bring the whole damn light down. You wanna be some sort of media that definitely inspires you, some sort of media that you constantly go back to that has unlimited rewatchable, the rewatchable factor.
And the Joe Rogan podcast doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh, because that's probably what I mostly watch.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
No one that's a direct competition.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm not on YouTube, I'm probably watching Netflix with my girl. There's tons of shit to watch nowadays. If you ask me what's gonna be like motivating for you in terms of different
Or
things,
something that you can always go back to.
I mean, Netflix, bro. I mean, are we talking about like fucking
Some shit
specific
that-
shows?
Specific
What are you
show.
into right now?
Right now, we're watching, I think, American Horror Story. Me and my girl just watched the last season. It was like 1984. It was pretty cheesy. I'm not really into those things. Bro, I mean, I always watch different things, bro. Meat Eater. Have you guys
Great
watched that?
fucking
Steve Renella?
show.
That's a great show, bro.
Great fuck. Steve Ranello.
Yeah, great guy.
And you started watching it because of Joe's interviews, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely as well. He also has a really good podcast, by the way. But
His
that's a sidebar.
podcast is great,
Yeah.
but his show is fucking gnarly.
Yeah,
too.
the show is fucking awesome. They just go hunting,
I have
like
no
bow
idea what you're talking
hunting.
He'll
He's a professional
cook,
hunter.
clean, and prep, and kind of just re-educate people on hunting and how it's not just about going out there and just killing an animal.
Because he doesn't buy his meat. All of the meat that he and his family and all his circle of friends consume is hunted. Either he hunts it or someone hunts it and they
Humanely,
trade
yeah.
it.
That elk meat, baby.
Well, it's everything, dude. He goes to
Elk,
he goes
deer,
to Alaska.
all
He's
types of
gone
shit.
with Rogan a couple times.
Is this what's his name again?
Steven Ranella,
Steven
No, I
Renaud.
was thinking of Joko. What's his name?
Joko Ono.
No, the
I don't know.
Joko Wilkins, the one with his own
know.
supplements. He was on. Continue.
But yeah, I mean, besides Joe Rogan, that's what I fall back on. Just on my computer on YouTube and shit. I mean, Alex Jones is a cool dude because
He's hilarious.
fucking Infowars and
He's
just
fucking hilarious, bro.
changing everyone's
Hell yeah.
aspects and outlooks, bro. But I watch all types of shit, bro. I mean, I watch everything, bro. Any fad that's going on Netflix that everyone's all about, you know, I'll watch the series, see what's going on, you know. I can't really like pinpoint one thing for some reason for you.
Got you. No worries,
Bro,
no
I
worries.
watch
Meat
all
eaters,
types
though.
of shit,
Meat
bro.
eaters.
Yeah, meat eater, bro. Hunting shows, different fishing shows, bro. Like fucking
Meat Eaters on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yep,
Meat Eater.
Meat
Yeah.
Eater. Yeah, they have a few seasons. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think Meat Eater has like 3 or 4 on him. Really good show.
What would you if you had to rate out of 5 stars Meat Eater? What would you give it?
I'd say like a 4 out of 5 or like a fucking 3 out of 5, somewhere around there. I
Chilling,
mean,
chilling.
I like that
like
show.
I'm not like a fiend for it. Like, oh my god, I'm like a diehard. I mean, it's a great show. I give it like less stars because people might not have the same, you know, like understanding of hunting, so they might kind of like lash at it.
But they
And
don't.
those
But
are-
not that like the show
Fuck
itself
those
is
people.
bad or
But
because
they
of
don't.
that.
They don't tame behind showing the actual killing of the animal, or
They do
No.
everything.
So
They
they
show
show
you-
everything.
I mean, they don't show you the full gut process, but they'll show you like when he's pulling sometimes the skin off, sometimes the
They show
organs.
some bloody shit, but
Yeah,
the point
they don't
is
go
that,
that deep into it.
like his outlook is like he'll like, you know, find some species that's, you know, fucking interesting to him and then go out to that wildlife, you know, make the whole pursuit of getting all his gear and showing you how much of an effort it is to go out there and go in the wild.
Yeah, and they
be
hike and
alone
camp it.
or, you know, be with someone, and like the fucking goal is to take home some body of a game and like do it without getting hurt, bro. But there's other predators out there, there's bears and shit, and just the whole like idea of just being more grateful and like understanding the connection of the animal and you and earth and how to like just, you know, appreciate the whole fucking process, bro. And it's just not about these corporations, you know, Purdue, Tyson, just killing all these chickens for us and all that. That's all fucked up and wrong, and the cows and all this shit. But the natural process of hunting the food for, you know, like way back when our ancestors did all this shit, naturally, that's just what you do. The girls would forage the berries and fruit and the trees and vegetables, and the guys would go out and hunt for the game and the meat and for the pelts and the cloth and everything, bro. And then we just build tools and technology, and over time now we have Musk and doing all this crazy shit, and Bezos and Amazon, and bro, like now we have contact with everywhere in the world. We can do different shit. But what was that original?
No. I basically I just wanted you.
I was
to,
fucking backtrack,
You're
bro.
good.
All
You're
like
good.
cannabis.
I just wanted you to
It is a
talk
great show,
about
though.
Man Eater a little
great
bit. Man Eater on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Meat.
Meat Eater.
Meat
Sorry.
Eater.
Yeah,
Meat
that's
Eater.
a damn. You know, that's illegal.
That's that drug induced right
yeah,
there.
yeah, that's drug induced. Man Eater.
That's bath salts.
No, but Man Eater is a song. Meat Eater on Netflix. You said 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
He's just being polite to those vegans out there. You know who you are.
Exactly.
Anthony.
That's probably the only people that get butthurt about is like vegans and those.
So okay,
natural-
so if that wasn't coming into play, would you give it 5 stars?
It's a great show, yeah, because all the scenery is beautiful. The whole like lesson learn aspect of what you learn from the show, because shows should teach you something, not just yeah. I mean, you know, like everything's different, but this show teaches you lessons about, you know, understanding different things about life and the whole process, and just being more grateful, like I said, more appreciative of things.
Beautiful.
And yeah,
Meat Eater on Netflix, 4 out of 5 stars. Go ahead and check it out. That reminds me of a show that I had recommended a few episodes back. Was it the one about surviving?
Survivor?
No. The one
Bear
that,
Grylls shit.
No, the one that they put him in the middle of Alaska.
Alone.
Alone. Yes.
Oh, I know. Lex Strandman or some shit.
Yeah. For
yeah.
sure. Joey, what do you feel is, I guess, how do you feel the future of bodybuilding / weight training is going to come hand in hand with, psychedelics or cannabis? Do you ever feel like we'll have some sort of wellness center where, you can partake in mushrooms or cannabis and then you go for a workout afterwards? How do you feel the two will come together.
That's a dream, bro.
That
Honestly,
seems
man,
wild.
that's fucking the future, bro. And you know what? There's new frontiers coming out, which is I think everyone's noticed in the last 5-10 years, the whole working out frontier of getting going to the gym, getting a workout. That's a lot more prevalent now. Drugs and that whole sector, that's emerging. That's a whole new sector now. These frontiers are gonna be, bro, like we're gonna have a lot to learn, bro. And in the future, there's gonna be sites and medical centers where if you have an issue, you have anxiety, you have depression, you can come in there, see a doctor. They can prescribe some experience, psilocybin, for example, or some cannabis. And bro, you can hop off all of your pharmaceuticals that you're taking, this pill for that, this pill for that, and take a natural method that can help you with so many outstanding, things that might be going on, and get you on the path to transforming your body, kind of chiseling out your brain, getting you more capable and more aware, and being here more, and yeah, definitely, bro. So cannabis will be utilized, and psilocybin, all these other things, bro. We're gonna learn over time, and when they start legalizing these substances, that's when these studies can start happening, and these people can start testing and then doing studies and getting research, and we have a better understanding of how to help us use it. You know what I'm saying? If it's banned, no one can test shit, and there's no studies, and then there's no progress made. When it's legalized, progress can be made. So Oregon doing these things, bro, it's good. Oregon doing, and just all these provinces that are just legalizing and getting out of that comfort zone, they're bridging the gap between full legalization of all these substances and people being re-educated on everything. But it's gonna be challenging, bro. It's like you just can't say, all right, shrooms, LSD, Molly, all this is legal now, figure it out, but this that. They have to do it this way, unfortunately, because of how they started the whole parameters of the war on drugs. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have been indoctrinated into that frame of mind where this will kill you, or or worse, it won't kill you, it'll slowly eat at you, and then you become a useless weight or whatever.
I feel like that's very big in the elderly Hispanic community.
Elderly,
Definitely.
every community. I wouldn't even limit it to the Hispanics. I know
Yeah, but
the
it's
older
just-
white people are very, very into don't do weed because you'll end up like the poster child that we have now on the box of cigarettes, the people that are like falling apart because of smoking cigarettes. That's the thought they have of marijuana.
For sure. I just felt, and maybe it's because,
Your exposure to old
My-
white people.
yeah, I mean that, and also, being here, obviously you're going to get to know a lot of, American people or whatever the case. But my personal experience has been that the typical American is far more accepting of it than, your typical old school Hispanic.
Yeah. Old school immigrant.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
I mean, what's your, having someone in front of us who is such an advocate for
All of it is criminal.
yeah.
Jail time times 2.
Hell yeah. The mental,
It's all fake.
wellness and yeah. And the, the basically what relief we get from cannabis and all the medical benefits. As someone who doesn't partake, why is it? Why don't you? What have been the negative effects that you've experienced personally from cannabis that have resulted in you in not consuming?
I think along with anything that you consume that may alter anything about you, it's definitely very big on case by case. I think on a general scope, weed is good. It's definitely not bad. I think everybody can agree on that. It's definitely not bad. But I think it could be good. I think it could help a lot of people deal with a lot of emotional trauma, psychological issues, get into different habits, all sorts of stuff like that. For me in particular, I was noticing a decline in my output in life because I built a habit of smoking to relax. So when I built myself into this framework of if I'm smoking, it's because I'm going to sit on my couch, watch TV, eat some shit, and just detox from a heavy day. Be it work, be it school, be it whatever. I was drinking for 3 days in a row. Now I need to decompress. I would sit in front of the couch, watch some TV, shoot some shit with my friends that would come in and out of the house, whatever. But it was my mentality was if I'm smoking weed, this is what I'm going to do. And it's all habits, right? I built that habit, and then 3 years into it, I threw on a lot of weight. I became very lethargic, very apathetic. I dropped out of school. Obviously, it's not the reason. It's just also it didn't help. And then I just decided to drop everything. I dropped all drugs across the board. I mean, I stayed with my alcohol because I figured, you're going to stay with one. Might as well stay with the one that's legal. That'll bring you less problems in the long run legally. So then that's personal for me. Also, I did notice, because I was really big into hallucinogenics. I'm a very big advocate for LSD. Not everyone should take it. It's not as generic across the board for me as it is with marijuana. Marijuana can help the majority of people that can consume it. I don't think LSD is the same run. I think marijuana is probably 98 to 2% positive. I think LSD is probably like 80 to 20 because there's a lot of people that don't have the mental wherewith to be able to go through a run like that because it can get intense sometimes. There are moments where you're like, oh, I need to go use the restroom. You go use the restroom. You don't know where the light switch is. So you go into the bathroom. You close the door. You find the light switch and you're staring at the mirror. And then 3 hours pass later and you meet up with your friends again. But it's also it's a very internal trip that you go through. There's a lot of people that can't deal with that. If you're not comfortable with yourself, whatever the case may be. But I loved acid.
Could I go real quick?
Not really.
Sorry, bro.
Is it really bad?
I was waiting for him to stop. Yeah, I just need to take a leak real quick. No, but bro, finish your story, bro. I was just literally that guy in fucking that music. I wasn't trying to fuck up that vibe.
Oh,
go ahead.
Fine.
But no, yeah, I'm a very pro acid. It's just I learned what I needed to out of it. I grew from where I needed to, and then I realized I was just either gonna start doing it recreationally because I had grown what I could. So I just stopped. There was no need for it. Plus, I mean, I've encountered some people in my life that you can see have gone way too far with their drug of choice. And that has helped me stop that drug because there are some people, dude.
So being
That's
a,
respectable though, because
absolutely, you have to learn.
Able to identify
You have to
something
learn.
wrong that
Mhm.
you're doing is
Yeah.
big, bro. And
Yeah.
moving forward from that, and taking a step back, that's being
Yes, absolutely.
responsible more so.
And I do credit LSD to that because being 3, 4, 5, 7 years in a bender and hanging out with the same person for 3, 4 years and partying and then realize, oh, this dude's not doing well. And we've been doing the same shit for 3, 4 years. Am I not doing well?
so you think being
Detaching.
being a burnout is a very real thing?
Yes, but that's not a marijuana connotation. To me, that's any drug in general. That includes alcohol. There is a point, and that's where you have the terms alcoholic. I mean, to be a burnout when it comes to alcohol, you don't need to be an alcoholic. There is a wall that I teeter across where you're like, all right, maybe we're drinking too much. Maybe we take it back. That's when I do not my fasting, but that's when I do my, X amount of time where I don't drink. But that's with every drug. I mean, you go deep and sometimes you don't come out of it. There's some people that you can tell you're like, dude, you took a tab 3 months ago and you're still fucking loopy, bro. I don't know what's going on with you. Yeah, there's some people that just don't come out of it.
I mean, after your tabs, bro, if you the next day, on the
There's
night
some
of the
people that don't
tab,
come out,
bro,
dude.
your head hurts. Your head's fucking hurting because you just when you're fucking mentally
Mentally drained,
exhausted, bro.
yeah.
The next day you should, kind of wake up a little clear and not really feeling shit.
I've never
If
been
you're
hungover
good.
with LSD.
No, bro.
Never been hungover with LSD.
Not at all. If anything, you have an afterglow,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
kind of more clear on what's important.
Yeah.
So more so, it's actually the opposite.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, so with these particular guys, they lost with this particular guy. Actually, he was my real canary in the coal mine. He lost his emotional. He lost emotional control over himself. He would just cry for the most random shit. He would, and it
Like the moon.
Well, no, but in a moment
The
of
moon
total
was beautiful.
sobriety,
No judgment.
we would be talking, and then we'd be talking about eating steaks, and at that point in my life, I still hadn't made a lot of money. I was very broke as a college student, and before that, I was even more broke. So I mean, I would gather all my money because I would wait tables, and I would go get myself a nice $50 steak, which is not the best thing in the world, but it's delicious. Mm-hmm. And I had a friend that had never paid over $20 for a plate of steak, and this guy, when I tell you, collapsed. I mean, legitimately, in the middle of a restaurant, just broke down crying. I left him. He was not my friend. He was my friend's friend. So I was like, you need to deal with that fucking bullshit.
You left him?
Fuck yeah, fuck him. I'm not his father. We're adults at that point. Get your shit together, bro. If you can't get it together, you need to stop doing drugs. That dude was fucking.
Bro, give me 20 seconds. I can see it's gonna leave. Literally, I can't
Run it,
even
run
talk.
it.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, man. I did have that moment where I was like, no, with that, I can't remember his name. I wish I remembered his name. Shout out to you, motherfucker. Hope you're still out there.
Bro, that's absolutely insane. I mean, do you see yourself ever kind of like giving cannabis another chance in regards to it being something that you
No.
partake in at the end of the day?
Probably not. No, it's just not. It doesn't call me. LSD doesn't call me, and no drug really calls me. Nah, I
Just
just
alcohol?
don't. Alcohol. The thing is, alcohol doesn't really call me. It's just something that I'll do. It's a habit that I've gotten myself into. But that's why, like, when I go on my 3-month stint, I don't get the morning urge of like, ooh, let me crack a fucking beer. Or when I get out of work, I'm like, God, I need a fucking beer. It's like, oh, instead of that, mentally, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go call this person. We're gonna go hang out, or I'm gonna go home and play some Call of Duty, or I'll go walk the dog or something. I choose a different path for decompression, a different path for losing that stress, whatever it is. But I don't know. Just
Diego,
weed.
do you have a preference as far as cannabis or alcohol or what have
That
you
crossfade, boy.
Yeah, have you had any sort of catalyst that made you slow down?
I went down a real dark spiral, and I started like doing a lot of blow, and like that's
Gang
the one,
shit.
that's the one drug that I say don't like. It's
You have to be careful with it.
Yeah, you got to be
The
careful.
problem
like,
is no one respects that drug, and it's one of the ones that needs the most
you know what,
respect.
like,
Which
but
one?
Other than
Cocaine.
that, I think
cocaine, yeah.
Cocoa, yeah.
Yeah.
pot is given a very negative connotation due to a lot of its I guess users being lazy.
Yeah. I mean, the stereotype comes from somewhere for sure.
For-
I was
no,
part of. I was that stereotype.
100%. Like at least me, there was a phase in my life where all I did was just smoke and go play sports. I didn't care about like going to school
Excelling,
or
whatever.
like
Finding a profession.
yeah, like it was, like that's what I just did. And then as I grew up, but more I realized, you either stop smoking pot and like focus up, or like you find something that like
Or you regulate it more.
yeah.
You just got to be on top. You just got to be on
You
the ball
know,
with it.
you gotta check yourself. You gotta check yourself sometimes because
before you
it's
wreck
easy.
yourself.
Before you wreck
It's
yourself.
easy. It's easy to get lost in the like
Absolutely.
like my boy Gucci says. You're born with the sauce, but you could also get lost in the sauce.
Right. Okay.
And that was Diego's
think-
And
corner.
on that
I
note,
think no, but you know what? Because weed could be destructive. I mean, I found myself where I just keep packing bowls, just smoking. And I'm just sitting there about to hit it. Like, man, like, but
at one
it's-
point you're not even getting higher.
You
know?
could, but it's not about like that. And I feel like there's two types of people. You can smoke and then they realize, hey, I don't need this at all, or it has to stop completely, or whatever the case. But there's people that can be productive and smoke and enjoy themselves and do it before going to Walmart, going to the gym, going to work, and they can be productive as fuck.
I'm definitely the first one. I'm the guy that I'm not. But you have to go through that in order to know which
Yeah.
one you are. You have to go through it.
Yes.
And it's not a drug that made me go rob banks. It's not a drug that made me want to skimp my drug dealer. Like, I was so chill. I was like, but I did building that habit. It was a negative habit that I built with weed because it could have been more productive. I would just sit my ass all day on the fucking couch. And then once you're stoned and you have that mindset, I'm here for at least 2 hours because I'm stoned. Let's just rip another bowl.
right.
It's funny you
There's
bring that
another
up
2 hours.
though.
Let's just rip another bowl.
It's actually funny you bring that up about being too high or whatever the case, or robbing a bank, because it's very normal for people to say I was too drunk, and that's the go-to.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
a
can't,
catalyst for what you
right.
did.
I can't make a move on a woman and be like, sorry, I
was too high.
smoked too much weed. Like,
I was
what are
too
you
high.
What?
Oh,
If
it's
I
like-
throw up though, I've gotten the spins on weed where I'm like, oh shit, I was fucking.
Maybe my first dab, but
Yeah.
after that, I was good.
True.
But on another note, ladies and gentlemen, every week we have two segments. We just did the first one. Shout out Meat Eater. And the second segment, you know what it is? It is the quest for the truth. And every week,
Fuck, were you? You look like a priest with the water, dude.
y'all right? Y'all right there?
Baptizing.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. You don't need to damn smoothie. That's what happened. I haven't had a smoothie in a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, every week I pick a random card from this here deck of cards, and I ask the people amongst us the question, and we get a damn reply.
Diego needs a pesticide
Yeah.
smoothie.
Is that what he needs?
Mm-hmm. And put some Tums on the rim.
All right. This is a good one. We're getting actually a real introspective. Joey, I'm going to ask you first, then I'm going to ask my man, Emmy, and then, the Tums spokesperson himself, Diego. Here it goes. If you could know when and how you are going to die, would you want to know?
You know what? I mean, people say yes and no to that over the course of their lives. I feel like I wouldn't want to know. Because I wouldn't want to have to know that like I have X amount of time until this moment or something, and I have to force things in.
Mm-hmm.
I just want things to just come naturally, and like
with the
organically. So in theory, I am going to die one day. I do know that already. I don't really give a shit how or what. I don't think I want to know. It's going to suck regardless. But in the end of the day, bro, like that shouldn't, make you go out and like do things because, I'm going to die next week, so now I need to go and live myself. No, go live today. You have already right now. Every time you wake up, you have a moment to do something, you know what I'm saying? But I would rather not know when I was going to die because I'm already just, enjoying myself here now. And eventually that will happen, I'm not really too worried about that.
Yeah.
I feel like, and these drugs, actually, funny story, they teach you to not be afraid of death and to accept, your like existence here and everything inclined with that, So it just kind of humbles you and makes you not scared of that.
You think if you had an exact date and time, your whole course of action would completely change? Would you, if you had a date and time today, would you move? Would everything be drastic as far as of a change for you?
But you know what? People die all the time from shit like that they'd be last surprised from, and they, didn't go out and, live their life. So maybe that's what, people need to push themselves. Oh, and, now I need to do something because my life's going to end. So maybe those people just don't have that like ambition or drive to do things. And they might say, yeah, tell me when I will die. Tell me when I will so I know exactly how to,
So I know how long I have to make this happen.
But if you can't control things at the end of the day, like fate and destiny, whatever, it's going to happen, bro. And what I've noticed is that your decisions and like actions each day while you're here, that's what matters. Mm-hmm. And that can make you live up until next week or die in fucking 50 years, whatever the case. So I would rather not be told when I was going to die.
Emmy.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably choose no, but I don't think it would really bother me either way. That's never been a question that stumped me. Because even if I did know how and when, it's not like it would change my life. I would still want to pursue what I want to pursue today, and in 5 years, I'm going to want to pursue what I'm pursuing then. And, if I don't have that extra time, then we would deal with that issue then. It's not something...
But you wouldn't, so, if you, just how you're saying you got, a plan 5 years from now or whatever, the date is sooner than that, you wouldn't try to, I guess, step over certain steps to try to get to that final destination a bit quicker?
No, I don't think it would, because I don't shoot for a final destination. I don't know. I just try to build shit along the way. Whenever an opportunity is presented to me, I exploit that opportunity to the most that I can. And then when the next opportunity comes, I do that. And then I look for another opportunity and I do that. It's not, I don't have like this whole, I want to do this when I grow up. No, it's all I care about is success and doing the best and the most that I can with my life and providing the best and the most that I can for my loved ones. That's my goal. So it could be through any route. It wouldn't affect me. It wouldn't affect my course of action for probably the remainder of my life if I knew I'm going to die in 57 years and 3 hours. The only thing it would change is those last 3 hours, I would probably just go on a bender.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, because fuck it, dude. I'm dead. What is it? I'm dead in 3 hours. Who the fuck cares?
Bro, I thought you said become Bender from
Oh,
Futurama.
no. Well, yeah. I'd be a fucking alcoholic abusing drugs.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's not something that bothers me. The death concept, and I don't think it would even I think it would make me anxious. Like if it's a wild way that I went out, it would make me anxious as fuck.
Yeah, bro. I feel like, you know, if anything, knowing when you would will die will just be fucking just.
The knowing when doesn't bother me.
No,
but
for
if I
me,
knew how,
I'm the
like if
opposite.
someone's like, "Yo, I'm gonna take a fucking bullet in the eyes," I'll be like, "What? That's wild. What did I do to get there, bro?" That would probably trip me out.
I wouldn't give a fuck about how I went. I would give a fuck about when I went. Cause
Yeah, I wouldn't care about how I died. Like, you know, if a saw cut me in half, I got
yeah,
shot,
yeah,
or if
yeah.
a freaking shark ate me, well, that's fucked up too.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's what I'm saying,
dying
that's wild.
But that's just like a you know, fear-based thing. Just death, and you know, I mean, it's just such a hard thing to talk about because like accepting death and like ego death is kind of inclined like towards the other. You know, once you have ego death, you kind of accept death in reality and get over it. You know what I'm saying? But I think Juan's right about.
Knowing the when,
Yeah,
that would give you more
I
anxiety.
think when would be like more important to me than how. How is like fuck, I'm gonna die regardless, like I said. But and then it goes back to just not knowing at all. Like I just rather not know and just live my life like how I have been.
If I had an option, I'd be like, no.
Diego?
But also, if I knew, it wouldn't bother me.
I wouldn't want to know. I'd rather stay clueless. Ignorance is bliss, baby.
Yeah, but I could tell you how.
Yeah,
This guy's gonna kill you.
One.
that.
We all know Juan's gonna have a hand in my death.
No, I won't have a
Two
single
hands.
No, listen.
Two hands.
I'm just gonna say that you're gonna be
Like Homer and Bart.
No, you're gonna be mysteriously the first reported cannabis death. I don't know how, but it's just gonna happen. You know?
No, I think he would have done it already. It'll be something else. It'll be a mix, a cocktail shit.
Hell yeah. Lace that blunt, baby. Lace that blunt. If I tell Diego hit this blunt, he's gonna hit it.
Gang shit.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, you know, today we had a very informative episode. We had an all-star guest joining us, you know, for the first time in Joey Calvani. You know, coming over here and really just opening up our eyes, opening up our third eye, if you will. You know, letting us know the truth behind the fuck is that noise?
The compressor.
All right. And you know, and that's the quote. That's you know, we got a damn barbershop in here in case you didn't know. And that's what that was.
That's Diego ripping
we
gas.
planned that ahead of time because that's the cue when we need to plug in Diego Miami Barber. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you're looking at that camera. That's a screen. But you hit up Diego Miami Barber. That boy gets you right every single time, even though right now he got a couple tummy aches. But that's because, you know, that all goes back to diet, Diego. And that's what Joey was talking about. Listen to him. If you listen to him, you wouldn't be having these damn tummy aches.
I got you, bro. Don't worry, man. Hit me up. I got you. Well, you know. And I didn't even fucking tell anyone. If you guys want to transform your body, I can help you based on my transformation, not just some paper on the wall saying, "Oh, I'm a trainer, this and that."
And we've all been here to see the transformation. It's real. He's not bullshitting.
Yeah, he's not bullshitting.
It's been clean. There's no
that's a real peck.
anabolics.
That's a real peck right there.
It's for you guys.
You know?
And
There you go. Look at that shirt. That's a limited.
Shout out to your boy. Shout out to your boy.
Shout out Joseph.
Stand up for 2 seconds. That's a limited edition shirt right there. You can go on his Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
One of one. This is a special dude.
You know,
Very special guy.
beautiful man right there.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful man.
This is why I go to the gym.
You know, I'm running away from this.
This is pure fucking glutton and selfishness.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
No, I'm just playing. I mean, he's a good buddy of mine.
feel bad.
No, he's a good buddy of mine. This is just like fucking.
He's gonna watch this shit and be like, "Fuck you, Joe."
Yeah,
bro,
fuck
exactly.
Joe or Joey, where can the people find you if they do need to, you know, they need those secret keys, that insider info to being able to transform their body? Where can they find you?
Absolutely. So I'm on all platforms. You can find me on Instagram. It's at Pile Driving. That's my personal. Or I have Calvani Physique.
That's a sex
my
position,
personal.
I think. Too.
Oh, it is exactly.
Okay,
That's
okay.
why I fucking
Oh,
locked
it
in
is.
that
Okay,
handle.
okay. Just making
Pile
sure.
Driving, yeah, of course. I've had that handle. It's the OG handle. And on YouTube, you can find me just Joey Calvani. Just type it up. You can find my channel there. I upload every now and then. If I was to have more people, you know, interested in helping them or whatever the case, I'll make more videos and more stuff like that. Snapchat is Joey's Mahler. It's all there. You're going to see on the screen now. But definitely, man, just Instagram. You can hit me up if you have any questions or any ideas you want to get started. I can show you something, you know, give you a routine, help you with your diet. and I guess help people out, man. Help people go from chubby or fat to a more, fit and able body. It's just it's so easy, and it just takes a little bit of work. But bro, people waste money on Amazon and other bullshit for like $500 a month, and you can spend that money on something else. I'm not saying fucking training is, that much money, but just, in essence of having a trainer or someone.
Yeah, invest a little bit in yourself.
Bro, for like $2,000, you can get into shape or something for example. And people waste that and blow it on other bullshit, on like shit that will make them worse off. So it's just, people just putting it into the right things,
That's PS5 resale price right there, bro.
PS5, bro,
You know what I'm
$1,000 on fucking
Bro.
eBay,
Gang
bro.
shit.
Dang shit. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. You hit up Joey. You get in shape. You get it right, get it tight. Boom. You hit up Diego. Now you got a date night. You know what I'm saying? And it all goes in together. It's a cohesive package. Oh, my boy needs that Pepto-Bismol real bad.
I know what else he needs.
Looking a little, looking a little dicey over there. Ladies and gentlemen, every Thursday at midnight, what do? You go on YouTube, you hit that subscribe. You go on Instagram, you go and you hit that follow. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Deezer. What was the last one?
iHeartRadio. Remember.
iHeartRadio.
That shit's still going?
Right? That's what I thought.
But we're there.
We're there. They took a year to accept us, but we're there. iHeartRadio. Make sure to keep up to date with every single one of our new guests. We bring a new story, a new person, a new triumphant tale every week coming out of the Sawecera herself. You know what I'm talking about? Big shout out to the 305 Miami. Oh, also, Haslam signed with Heat again, so big shouts to him. It's like his 20th season by now.
18th.
Sorry.
Dude, I mean, didn't we go to fucking school with his nephew, Linwood?
Linwood Blackmon.
Shout out Linwood Blackmon.
Linwood Blackmon, which by the way,
congratulations on your baby child. I don't remember what
Congrats on
sex
that
it
last
is, but
name too,
congratulations
bro.
on it.
beautiful. Oh, he had a child?
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
Wow.
He's also in the military, so thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. And thank you for your cousin or your uncle. What was it?
I think it was his uncle.
It was
His
his
uncle.
uncle, yeah.
And I hope the birth of your daughter was beautiful. And,
Was it daughter?
And seamless. I hope it was a daughter. What's sex in 2020, right? Ladies and gentlemen.
Non-binary something.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. Every Thursday at midnight. Holla.
And it don't matter what the world thinks. You can say how you feel.